Hey y'all, it's Garth, the Big 615. You're going to hear the newest that country music has to offer. At the same time, you're going to hear the newest that the country classics have to offer. I want to hear the new single from George Strait, and I want to hear it right beside the new single from Luke Combs. That's the thing we call the Big 615.
Download the free TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. Or ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
What's up? It's your boy, The Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to Season 18, episode number 3,894. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and my car, Montgomery. And you, Hardeman's Row. I'll tell you today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes ranks your favorite fast food places. Easy for you to say. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, Men's Room Shot of the Day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click. Clack.
Drinkity drunk. All right, here we go. Facebook users who snoop and stalk people are now suddenly deleting their accounts.
You mean Facebook users?
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, when it's raining poop from the sky, the crappiness on your car does mount. 16,000 without power in Texas, all because of a 2-foot snake. Florida man has endangered tortoise in his freezer that he did take. And 2 men will never see the happiest place on earth ever again. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we will spend the... Come on, man. Let's go, dude. I thought you were still hurting from last night. I thought you'd be a little slow.
No, back to prime form.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. We will spin the category wheel, and then we will ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because, as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy and returning champion is the lovely and talented Danny, who thought a commentator was just an ordinary potato and found a way to answer 12 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
Be a contestant to play Big Dummy. Call 206-803-ROCK. You can like The Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live, and send your emails to themensroom at KISW.com.
Whether you're doing a dance to your favorite artist in the office parking lot, or being guided into Warrior One in the break room before your shift, whether you're running on your Peloton tread at your mom's house while she watches the baby, or counting your breaths on the subway.
Inhaling and long exhale out.
Peloton is for all of us, wherever we are, whenever we need it. Download the free Peloton app today. Peloton app available through free tier or paid subscription starting at $12.99 per month.
Start summer with a $500 Visa gift card. NC Machinery is offering big rewards on small excavators. Grab a Cat Mini excavator and demolish jobs. Dig deep or move material with the smallest line of Cat products. Do more with less. That's right, small is big right now. Big rewards and big savings for your pocket. For a limited time, NC Machinery is offering a $500 Visa gift card, as well as financing of 0% for 36 months for qualified buyers. Now is the time to reward yourself. Terms and conditions apply while supplies last.
Miles and Thrill, 99.9 KISW.
Oh, but tell us, away we go. Welcome to Season 18, Episode number 3,894. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. A guaranteed future repeat as the head chef is back. Ted's Meat Potatoes, ranking your favorite fast food restaurants, categorically speaking.
Yeah, it's like a tiered system.
All right.
So they put different fast food places on different tiers. I already told you a couple in the office. I don't like some of these tiers.
As far as where they were placed, compared to the quality of what they say is an A tier, compared to a B or C, D.
Yeah, but it's also, you can tell some people just pick some, put them on the A tier as they go there.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
You know, well, that's what I'm saying. We'll see.
We always say like a hamburger. You know, you can get a good hamburger at Dick's. It's a different hamburger than the hamburger you get at Red Mill. They're just, they're still a hamburger. It's just a different level of hamburger.
Right, there's like fast food, right. Then there's like fast casual, like
right.
Five Guys or Red Mill or whatever. And then there's like sit-down restaurants.
Right, yeah, there's Chipotle and there's Taco Bell.
Yes.
They will both be on the list.
Right?
I think you'll be surprised.
Oh, I can hear the disappointment in your voice.
Head Chef's coming up. Ted's Meat Potatoes, ranking your favorite fast food places. What else do we have for you today? As we do every Monday through Friday, you get more Men's Room exclusively on the Odyssey app. Yay. If you do not have the Odyssey app, download it now. It's absolutely free. And then you'll want to check out the Men's Room page. All things Men's Room in one location, including the Men's Room Happy Hour channel, which, keep in mind, only goes live at 6 o'clock. And as we do every time we play Big Dummy, we do Dirty Big Dummy. And once again, we've turned the tables on the categories. So today, there's all kinds of different products around the world. So we have some products around the world that are found in grocery and drugstores.
Okay.
Now, 3 of these are actual products. One is not an actual product. So it's products that you can pick up in a grocery store, maybe in China or maybe in wherever you're traveling. So things like Tub of Crap. Is Tub of Crap an actual product that you can buy at a store? We have the Plop chocolate bar.
Oh, no.
Big Pooh rice. Oh, God, I can't say that one. Knocked up soda. Ooh, can't say that one either. Pet sweat bottled water. My dad's nuts. All these things are either real products or they're not.
Dad's nuts.
Yes, exactly. So we're gonna do,
I hope that was real.
We're gonna do products coming up on Dirty Big Dummy today. And again, if you don't have the Odyssey app, download it now. It's absolutely free. Be sure to sign in every time you go to the Odyssey app, because every hour you listen, even if you listen to our show for 4 hours on there, you're going to get entered 4 times for your chance to win prizes. I believe you said Avenged Sevenfold tickets, Mike. Is that right? Yeah, so log in now and do that.
Not Taylor Swift?
I thought we had Taylor Swift.
That was on. Where was
did we turn down the Taylor Swift? Did we turn down the Taylor Swift tickets?
No. I think that's a national thing.
Oh, that was a national thing.
Yeah. What was it attached to our podcast or something?
To the happy hour.
Are you kidding me?
I got an email and a notification that was like, listen, hey, Swifties, listen to the Men's Room Happy Hour for your chance at
and at least they know our demographic.
You're being for a surprise.
Yes,
I mean,
who's not going to take those tickets?
I'm about to say, I defy one of our listeners to turn down those Taylor Swift tickets.
They're Taylor Swift tickets. I don't know if I'd go, but I'd still take the tickets.
I've already been once. I'd go again in a second.
Dude,
really?
I'd go.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm seeing videos of this tour. It looks like it's a really cool show.
But she's playing her music. It's everyone, man, she puts on a good show. Of course she puts on a good show. She's a goddamn entertainer. But she played, like, if she's going to cover Soundgarden, I will go. If she's playing Taylor Swift songs, I don't want to be there.
Do you realize I saw an article today where someone gave up their Taylor Swift tickets,
2 tickets,
for a year's supply of free pizza?
Yeah,
at some pizza.
Oh, somebody
somewhere.
took up that pizza guy on
Well,
it?
the way it worked out was she didn't give up her tickets. Her and a friend were going. They had 2 extra tickets. So she gave them to this pizza joint, and they honored her and said, hey, you get free pizza for a year.
Yep.
I want to know the details on that before I give up my
I bet it's one
Swift
pizza
tickets.
a day, maybe one pizza a week. Is it? How do they?
Maybe one a week. I doubt they're giving them 365 pizzas.
You're not.
You can't eat 365 pizzas.
Yeah, with that attitude, you can't.
No. That's a fact. That's a fact. You'd have so many left.
How many pizzas would you require then in the course of a year to give up your Taylor Swift tickets?
Honestly, if you gave me one large pie a week, I'd be good.
All right.
Could I? But some weeks I might want to. Then I'll take a week off.
All right, fair enough.
Because I have friends over.
That's what I'm saying. They're valuable. Don't think for 1 minute.
Yeah, I'd sell them in a heartbeat. I just don't want to go
see Taylor Swift. That's fair.
And you're right. You couldn't eat 365 like a whole pizza every day.
No, that's
like Thrill, you worked at a pizza place. You said you didn't get tired of pizza.
I did not get tired of pizza.
But I doubt you ate a whole pizza every day.
Correct. You might eat a slice or two every day.
Like a Stromboli or a calzone.
Right. But no, I mean, I never got tired of pizza, but I was not trying to eat an entire pizza every single day.
Right. And today is the day we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We'll spin that category wheel or skin it.
Spin the wheel.
Spin that wheel, baby.
Yeah.
Real good. Either on Team Sober or Team Not Sober. Our biggest dummy, our returning champion, Danny, from 2022. This year, she's got 12 questions wrong. I believe last year was like 15, 16, something
Yeah, she's getting smarter. She's still just the dumbest person to call this
That's
show.
exactly right. And every time we do Big Dummy, we like to do a men's room poll. The last time we asked you if you had to deal with one of these problems for a year, what would you pick? Your choices, IBS, heartburn, allergies, or hiccups. This one wasn't even really close. Hiccups came in at 9%. That was the one that you least would like to deal with for a year.
I would agree.
Which I think is fair. IBS came in at number 3 with 12%. Very close behind that. Heartburn at 13%. That came in second place. Allergies. You said, you know what? If I have to deal with anything, I already probably do. 66% of you said that you want to deal with allergies for a year.
Right, because probably 66% of you have allergies.
Yep. Now, today on the Men's Room Poll, good news, you get a superpower. Because that's all the rage if you head to the movies these days. You're going to go see a superhero movie, more than likely. So today you're going to pick one superpower. Choice number 1, that would be teleportation.
All right.
So basically, just like Beam Me Up, Scotty, all those things.
I was Beam Me Up, Mr. Scott, but
yeah,
splitting
whatever it is. If you want to go from one place to the other, boom, bam, you are there. Teleport.
Where would you go first? Right? I give you teleportation. Where are you going first? What is your first move?
It depends on what's going on that night. I'm going to look at the overall schedule of things here in our country and around the world.
I'm getting into Lori Longbottom's pants.
All right.
Well, I have teleported myself. We are now sharing your genes.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
That's a good question.
So what's going on this weekend? You could go to an NBA final basketball game tonight.
Right.
Good call.
I mean, you could be outside the arena. Now, you're going to have to buy a ticket. But you could be there.
You can teleport inside. When security comes to get you, just teleport to the other side of the arena.
Even the game started early. And, we could leave here at 6:30 and still get a ticket outside probably and catch at least the second half of the game. Wouldn't you say? So any of that stuff I think would be cool.
I would like to teleport there real quick and just like block a shot from LeBron and then teleport out. Yeah, because people won't really believe what they've seen. You're there for a split second. You're midair. Just block a shot.
But after flying all weekend, man, I spent all Monday in an airport. Teleportation is a pretty good option on this.
For sure, man.
As far as just all that.
Rush hour doesn't bug you. Traffic's
you
not
can see
a thing.
everything you wanted to in the world.
Yeah.
You could teleport yourself on top of Everest, high five some Giacomo who's been training for 2 years. He's up there. He's climbed for freaking 7 days, and you could just land on top, high five him, rip down his flag, and leave.
You know what I'd do? I'd go to the space station with a bucket of KFC. So,
I think Chris Fowler.
The poof, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Just get that smell of it.
Bucket, no.
Ooh, yeah.
Mashed potato, no.
Oh, not for you, astronaut.
Chris Fowler from ESPN, right? Game day and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He is on Mount Everest right now.
For real.
So I'm with Miles. I want to teleport there. First of all, he'd be like, how the hell did you get up here? And then I'd be like, when are you going to have Maryland on game day, dude?
You're going to have
college game day.
Asshole on
and then
top
drop the
Everest.
Maryland flag in the snow. And you're gone. Yeah, you can do all kinds of fun stuff.
I'd be more apt to go on safari. You know what I mean? Because, they'd be like, don't approach the lion. I'm like, I got this. I'm not worried about it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to approach it.
Everyone who goes to India says they have to see the Taj Mahal. It's one of the big deals if you go and travel there. Well,
it's one of the 8 wonders of the world.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like he's looking at a building.
There's also 2 of them. But the original one is like a 4-hour, 5-hour drive from New Delhi, I believe.
Right.
Like all those things that would be cool to see. Just be on the Great Wall of China without having to fly over there and do all that crap.
You don't need a passport.
You know what I mean?
You know what I would do? Honest to God, man, if I could teleport. Now, because I would do bad things, right? And I always think to myself, you see superheroes, and I'm like, there's no way that if you could do that, you would be that good of a person, right? So I'd commit any crime I want, and just to mess with the cops, let them, put the handcuffs on, you're in the back of the car, poof, poof, gone.
But now when you come back, you still got handcuffs on.
I'm teleporting out of the handcuffs.
Yeah, and the keys like in Mexico.
I mean, it's all good, man.
All right, okay.
Go ahead, throw me in jail. Poof, I'm out.
So teleportation, that is your number 1 superpower. Number 2 would be invisibility. Back to Lori Longbottom. You would be invisible. You could do whatever.
No, but here's the problem with invisibility. I gave this a lot of thought, all right? And again, I'm up to no good. So let's face it, if you're invisible, yeah, you want to see naked people. Don't even lie and say you don't. But if they have a dog, the dog still knows you're there. They can smell you. They can hear it. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't allow me to run any faster or go through a wall. So if you have a problem, you still got a problem. And wouldn't you have to be naked?
I also think it's more of a creepy thing. As far as now,
if you could be invisible, everything you do would be creepy.
I mean, because that's how you could go into a bank. You could take money, but you still see the money bouncing out of the bank.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So apparently, someone is. I mean, you still can follow the money.
Right. It doesn't. It'd be cool for a minute, but it doesn't help me commit the crimes that, frankly, I would like to commit. Like I said, I always want to go to the cops' evidence room. Mm-hmm. They got drugs. Yeah. They got cash.
Right.
You know, no, if I can,
I'm not sure. Leaving.
Right. Especially in downtown Seattle. I don't even know if it's beneficial. I mean, you can walk into Bartell and get a 6-pack and walk right the hell out.
Yeah,
they don't do anything about it. I mean, you don't even need to be invisible. You can be
it's so weird that you steal it.
You can be in plain sight, So either way.
I was like, Miles, you have money.
Well, I did see.
But if you could be invisible, wouldn't you just steal more stuff?
Oh, I would. I'd go to the bank every day.
I mean, because the thing is, you're right. You can follow the money, but no one can identify you as the thing, right? You're not really a suspect. Mm-hmm. Well,
I mean, look, maybe not the bank, but this is going to sound horrible, but like that little kind of fake corner store we go to, that lady's very nice at stuff.
Sure.
I would just go to one corner and knock a bunch of stuff over. When she goes to clean it up, I would just steal all the money out of her till.
Damn, Ted.
Well, why are we stealing money?
Why are you targeting her?
Why wouldn't we steal money? I'm invisible.
Nice. Cut out the middleman, steal the stuff.
Well,
I guess you're right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Why are you stealing money?
Yeah, why does invisible man? I don't really need money.
Exactly. You want a candy bar? Just grab a candy bar.
But someone can still chase you down. Like it's that invisible son of a bitch, right?
They're not going to chase you down for the money?
Can I eat and drink as invisible guy?
Yes. You sure can.
I want to go to the Met when somebody gets that long bone ribeye. 40 out of the plate. Just I'll wait for Bruno to cut it up, and then I'll just take a hunk.
All right. That's my mindset now, by the way. When I go into Bartell, I saw a 6-pack of Miller Lite, right? Mm-hmm. And the beers, they sell a lot of beer in there. So they restock, but not very often, right? So I see a 6-pack of Miller Lite. My thought was, I need to buy this because someone's going to steal it. Yeah. Miller Lite's good beer, so I want to make sure we got it.
That's the only reason I buy booze.
I was not going to buy beer today, but I saw the Miller Lite. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy this before it's stolen. So in case we want one later on in the week, we can have one. Seriously, that's how I thought. Like had no intent.
If I don't buy it now, someone's going to steal this.
I had no intent of buying a 6-pack today.
$5, you crack one today.
But I will because I bought it. But I mean, still, that was my mentality. I'm buying this before it gets stolen.
I'm doing you a solid, man.
Yeah, man. I don't think it's a fair mentality.
You're welcome, Bartell.
Yeah, exactly. How the downtown area has changed. Superpower number 3 would be flight. You could take off. You could fly.
And I'm torn between that and teleportation because teleportation, I can get places faster. But the difference is, like I say, if you're going to go to the NBA Finals, I can teleport there. Now I can fly there, but I still got to buy a ticket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you could do some funny things, though. You could down I don't know, where the Houston Astros play. All right. You could be in the outfield. Every time they potentially hit a dinger, catch one, fly the hell up. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you hate, Maybe you could pick off a pass. So that would not be a bad one. Flight, but again, with teleportation, you're there instantly. With flight,
but flight, it's more of the sensation. It's fun,
It's the enjoyment of flight.
But let's face it, there are some things about flying that I don't think a lot of people think about. All right, so Superman, he makes it look easy. Tell me that when he's done flying around doing something, he doesn't have bugs smashed all over his face, right? Your face becomes a windshield. I'm just saying you would want a helmet.
But Superman looks stupid when he flies.
I mean, he looks stupid.
It's like. Is
there a better way? I think he does it right.
It's like shooting hoops granny style, from the free throw line. It's accurate.
He just flies like he's got 2 hands out.
It's a bad look. It just looks so stupid.
How would you fly?
Iron Man, I'm putting the arm straight back, man. I'm flying.
But
like
he's doing that because that's part of his power.
Right.
Thrust,
that's what I'm talking about. It's a cooler look.
So you think it's cooler?
Then hands up. I feel like I'm getting arrested. Or
I gotta like the hands up.
Hands up.
Sometimes he flies.
I'd say, what about the one hand thing? Right, the one fist.
Oh, all right, one fist.
That's the badass. Yeah. We can all agree.
Give him the fist.
Yeah, but 2 fists back. That's pretty good.
I think I'd fly vertically and just really trick people out.
Choice number 4 of your superpower would be super strength. So kind of like when, what was the old Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire, when he figured out that he was Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And there he was getting bullied. And he just beat the living hell out of like 5 guys.
Man, there's some people whose ass I would just want to kill. Yeah. Who I wouldn't dream of even messing with right now because I know they'd beat me to death.
But you could never be afraid. That's one thing for sure. No matter
But
what.
how strong are we talking? Like, again, I go on safari, a lion's attacking me. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Look, you're going to
All right.
get scratched. You're going to get bit.
Sure.
It's going to be bad. But you have the ability to fight
It's
back.
going to be bad.
Because you have super strength.
Could I rip the tiger's head off?
Sure. You could get shot.
Ted, you're just going for the jugular today.
I know.
I mean, you're just...
Look at that.
Super strength guys here.
No, you have super strength.
Ted, could you please stop ripping the heads off of the wildlife? Jesus, we know you're strong.
What boxer do you hate?
Oh, I'd beat up Floyd. He's a great boxer.
What I'm saying is, you could say like
one hit.
You say,
Yeah.
Floyd, $1 million. We're going to spar. 1 round, 3 minutes. I'm knocking your ass out.
Be tough to hit him, though.
That's the
I'd have to
problem.
get faster.
Well, you have super strength.
All you need is one hit, though.
I know. But
He's
that's his
going
whole
to go-
thing.
All you got to do is get his ass in the corner. Yeah. And just beat the living hell out of him.
Yeah.
And then get your $1 million.
That's a good call.
So you could do stuff like that. Enter, I don't know, arm wrestling competition.
That'd be the power move, man. Take
Even
my
our-
little skinny ass in there, and you got all these yoked up dudes, and just break the table style.
Yeah. I mean,
I would just pop into gyms. Be like, put all the plates you got on there. I'm going to bench this.
yeah. Go to, get into WWE and beat up everybody. For real.
Damn.
I mean, really. Just tear people up in the ring. Throw people like aisles back. Into the
I
stands.
still feel like if you were to
WrestleMania.
punch Brock Lesnar in the head, you'd still break your hand. So there's a density to that man's skull that makes no sense.
I think there's more of a density to a lot of things. Man, but yes, he's a thick dude.
He is scary.
His
in
traps
person.
are bigger than most people's forearms, Guys,
Yeah. I was at a UFC event, and he was cornering a guy, and he was right in front of us. And the whole day, I was like, I'm going to talk ass to Brock Lesnar.
Are you out of your
Brock
mind?
Lesnar,
Well, just
wasn't he an
chirp him.
Olympian or something? Wasn't he like a legitimate
Yeah,
something?
he held the title in the UFC in the heavyweight division.
All right, well, there you go.
But I'm just saying, seeing him in person, we were going to chirp him. And then, in person, it was like, that is the scariest human I've ever seen.
I think Goldberg was the scariest guy I've ever seen. As far as wrestling, just
Yeah.
size-wise. I mean, The Undertaker is a big dude.
But he was a nice guy.
But Goldberg, yes, behind the scenes, yes.
Behind the scenes, yeah.
But Goldberg, he's just huge.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, but man, he's just so big. It's just like, Jesus, dude, you have no idea. What was the guy that came in that was
Get into slap fighting. They're saying,
superhuman strength?
I mean, just bash them halfway across the room. Somebody says they would fly naked. You know what I would do if I could fly? Because this is a dream.
Would you fly with your butt down so everybody could just hear it?
That's what I'm saying. Just,
Or if you had to pee.
oh, man.
What is that? Oh, Ted's
Or-
up there peeing.
Here's what you do: you fly naked right beside a commercial airline,
Right, what are you going to do?
and you start doing that. You start doing the helicopter.
Right.
Look out there, mommy.
What is that?
That's how he stays afloat.
That's Steve Hill.
Hey, guys.
So you pick a superpower today on a Men's Room poll. By the way, we put that up for you on Twitter. If you follow us there at Men's Room Live, so your choices again: teleportation, invisibility, flight, and super strength. All right, the game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Jose. Welcome to the Men's Room.
What's up, Miles? What's up, Thrill?
Hola.
Hola.
Jose, are you sober or not sober?
Oh, man, I'm not sober.
Good.
Oh, boy.
Welcome to Big Dummy. Jose, what are you taking? Teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength?
Oh, man, teleportation, man, I was thinking about that one. And I'd have a fear of getting stuck in the transition, and then you wouldn't, that would suck. But invisible's good.
All right, you take invisibility? Hey, Jose, just pick one. You don't have to tell us all the reasons why you don't want something. Just tell us why you do want something.
Well, you guys seem like pretty cool guys, but invisible.
All right, invisible. I don't go to the drive-thru at McDonald's and go, I don't want a fish sandwich. I don't want a small fry. I don't want a milkshake. I tell them what I want, you see, and then they put it in the bag.
I can tell you.
I don't want a quarter pounder. What would you like, sir? I don't want McNuggets.
I'm getting there. Hang on.
It's like when the GPS says, this route is slower, 20 minutes slower, take this route.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're like a human GPS.
That's right.
Yes, the human GPS.
20 minutes.
Taking us a long
Can I
way.
do a shout out to all my disc golf boys, Trav, Colin, Mitch, Dave.
We're huge in the disc golf community.
Oh, my, you seem like a big disc golfer.
Not Trav.
Yeah, all the rest are cool, but not Trav.
Yeah, not
dude.
Trav.
Yeah.
Oh, not Trav.
Yeah, we know about Trav.
Yeah, Whammo Trav.
Yeah. He's well known, dude. He's big Trav.
Yeah, he sold me a bag of oregano back in 08.
He's probably a cop. Like, that is not true, guys.
Right.
All right, Jose, here is your question. Yeast produces what gas in bread dough?
Octane.
Say that again, Thrill.
Yeast produces what gas in bread?
Octane.
Carbon dioxide?
We got you, Jose. No, that is not the answer. It is carbon dioxide.
Oh, is it?
Okay. Right there.
Not octane?
Not octane.
Wait a minute. It's octane.
Not unleaded. Not leaded. All right, Jose. Your question, which Avenger can calm down the Hulk?
Which Avenger?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Makes sense.
Ooh.
This Avenger could calm down any one of us.
Massaggio.
Oh, Massaggio? No. I don't think that's an Avenger. I'm going to go with Ursula Klauski.
Ursula Klauski, no. Be the Black Widow.
Yeah.
Because the Black Widow looks like Scarlett Johansson.
That's what I was going to say.
Hey there, big guy. Sun's getting really low.
All right, Jose, your question. What is the name of the number system using only the symbols 1 and 0?
Ooh, calculator.
No,
what's the number system?
Number system.
That uses only 1s and 0s.
Ooh.
It ends with nary.
Calculus. I don't know.
The decimal system, right?
Binary.
Binary. Oh, binary.
Binary. I thought that was like bilingual.
How did you do in school, Jose?
He didn't.
Well, I got held back a couple times, but that's pretty good.
Obviously, yeah. All right, your question. Multiple choice. In what country does the Amazon River begin? Ecuador, Peru, Chile, or Brazil?
Ooh. I think Ecuador.
I'll say Chile.
Peru.
That's a Peru. Question 5, Jose.
Question number 5. Andorra is part of what continent? Andorra. Asia or Europe?
Let's see. Pandora?
Andorra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm only familiar with Pandora. So Andorra, Asian country?
And what continent is Andorra located? Europe or Asia?
Europe.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Off to a hot start.
Oh, came out swinging.
More Big Dummy coming up. 206-803-ROCK.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, game is up, Big Dummy. 206-803-ROCK. Steve, who is our next contestant? Ready to play the big game.
Hello, Cheyenne. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola. Cheyenne, sober or not sober?
Not sober.
Not sober.
Oh, Cheyenne.
What the hell's going on with you, man?
I'm just sitting back having a beer after at home.
Good for you. All right, you're gonna.
Oh, hey, Mike. Cheyenne wants to know if you could post somewhere on our website that Chris Cornell interview.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yep. Yeah. Say thanks, Cheyenne. I forgot to ask him off the air.
Yeah. What better time?
Get right on that.
All right, Cheyenne, you got to pick a superpower: teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength.
Well, as many concerts and football games as I try to get to, I'd have to go with teleportation.
That's not a bad choice.
Right there with you, man. What bad thing would you do with teleportation?
Let's see. I would probably go to the one or two like celebrities I got on my list and probably see what view I could see.
See what view. Okay, I got you.
I just poof in the middle of the Super Bowl halftime show, just completely naked and moon the camera.
I think I'd poof into the show and like be one of the background dancers. Just for sight, I'm all out of sync.
You're not wearing the right outfit.
Right? It's just the whole thing. Wearing overalls and no shirt, like, hey, yeah.
I'd be like show up every year as Left Shark.
I'm about to say Left
Every
Shark.
single year. They don't know how you get there. They just know you're coming.
Here's what I would, if I had the power, here's what I would suggest to everyone. Do not sleep with your mouth open. I swear to God, I might have been dreaming.
What is with your morning breath? Smells like Fritos.
What's up, man?
All right, Cheyenne, here's your question. What TV game show title character, damn it, what TV game show's title is shared by tarot cards?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Just guess a game show.
Also, the name of the game show.
Yeah, the name of the game show shares its name with the tarot card, yeah. All right.
Like one of the like if you're getting a
One
tarot
of the
reading,
tarot cards,
okay.
yes.
So they'll flip it over and it's you have the Jeopardy.
Right.
Well, I know it's not it, but there's the Joker card. I know but yeah.
Wheel of Fortune.
I don't know anything about tarot cards.
I don't either.
But now you do. There's a Wheel of Fortune card.
Okay.
See there?
Okay.
See? Learn something every day.
There's something about the different characters that are on the tarot cards and whether or not they're right side up or upside down has something to do with it too.
Yeah. So if you get the hangman, but it's upside down, is he just kind of standing up there? All right, your question. Which Shakespeare title character was the Prince of Denmark?
Hamlet.
All right.
Well done.
You remembered something.
Uh-huh.
That's great. I never would have remembered that.
Did you have to read Hamlet?
I had to read a lot of Shakespeare.
Really?
Oh, they were comedies, Steve. They're so funny. That's what he did.
That was said. I'm like, at no point did I laugh when I read this.
No, not at all. I
only had to read Macbeth. I never had to read Hamlet.
I don't know that I actually read any Shakespeare.
Really?
We've read a lot of short stories.
All right.
There's a bunch of books.
Did you not read Shakespeare or they were not assigned? Because, there's a few like Ernest Hemingway books that after Old Man and the Sea, I said, I'm not reading this. I hate his writing.
I thought the worst was
Shakespeare's high school, right?
Generally, yeah.
So I don't think I read Shakespeare in high school because luckily at DeMatha they have like different classes.
Yeah.
So I was in a bit of a slower class for reading.
Okay.
So we read easier books.
You've never heard Shakespeare until you've heard
I do not like green eggs and ham.
Well, Shakespeare,
Thou dost not like green eggs and hammoth.
Shakespeare I put on the same level as the Bible. Nothing about the religion or anything like that. The book is just boring.
Right.
You can be
It's a tough read.
It is a very tough read. It just
you haven't seen Exodus.
Wait till you get there. It gets racy.
It's wild.
Is that what your mom said about the Bible? It's racy? What's that?
I can't remember.
The Bible is racy.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on in there.
I guess there is. Hello, Jerry. Welcome to the men's room.
Read Whiskey and Munches.
Hola.
Jerry, are you sober or not sober?
I'm not as pink as you stoned I am.
Thanks, Jerry.
All right.
That clears that up?
Yes, it does. All right, so pick a superpower, Jerry. Teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength?
This time around, you listed the best one first.
Teleportation.
All right. I agree. All right, your question. If it is 1 a.m. in Alaska, what time would it be in New York?
Okay, Alaska is so far north and so huge, it should have several time zones, but I think it has only one, which is an hour earlier than us. So, let's see, it's 4 hours, so it would be 5 in New York.
There you go. Nice job, Jerry.
Before we let you go.
He was the master of show your work in school.
Yes, indeed. We just need the answer here, but I appreciate you showing the work. All right.
Yeah.
True or false? Actor Ryan Gosling, turned down being in the Backstreet Boys because he thought they would fail.
True.
Yep.
I think did he not do a little bit better, though, in the route that he chose? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with
staying
being
power, yes.
Yeah, and the Backstreet Boys still do very well when they go out. Don't get me wrong.
He's more famous.
Yeah. He doesn't have to work as much, right?
No, you really don't.
But I'd be interested to see, I'd have to know what the Backstreet Boys, what their deal was. Because they sold a lot of records.
They still get played a lot. But I bet you they did not get as... All those boy bands, most of them just got crushed. But, the contracts they signed, but all of the training they did for the tours, right? All the
they do work out. I mean, they work. That's
what I'm saying. Like that's a permanent job to do the show.
Ryan Gosling, he basically stripped down to nothing to play Ken in that Barbie movie.
Is he playing Ken in the Barbie?
Pretty sure he is.
Makes sense.
He is. But I mean,
who's playing Barbie?
I don't know.
Margot Robbie.
Oh. Yeah. You just piqued my interest. Sorry. I made that a little
I'm going to watch the Barbie movie.
I'm watching the Barbie movie.
Hey, kids, we're going to see Barbie.
Tell your daughter.
I'm going to make loud Barbie. Hello, Drew. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. Hola. Drew, are you sober or not sober? I'm sorry, Drew. What'd you say? Sober or not sober?
Shout out to the man, Phil.
What?
Shout out to my man, Phil.
Your man, Phil?
Yeah.
You want to fill a man?
Okay, here we go. No, he's a good buddy.
All right. Well, as long as you're tight. Drew, are you sober or not sober?
I'm not sober quite yet.
All right. Not sober quite yet, Drew. We're having a bunch of...
what?
It's Winter's Day, Ted.
I blame last week.
What's wrong? Why?
Because last week, when Big Dummy ended, you walked out of the studio and you said, "Man, great callers all day."
We did.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that today.
No.
Hey,
it is impossible that I will make that same statement today.
Drew, you got to pick a superpower: teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength.
Invisibility. I can sit and watch Miles' scooter.
Okay. All right, Drew. Here's your question. What is the shape of DNA known as?
Ooh.
Splatter.
DNA. It's chromosome ladder.
It also sounds like a skateboard move.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
No, it's a double helix.
Double helix.
Yeah, helix.
Oh, double helix.
Yeah. Chromosome ladder was not that bad of a guess, which shocked me. I thought you were going to say something much dumber than that.
Well, that's a chromosome ladder.
The ladder everyone climbs equally. All right, Drew, your question. What kind of tails do monkeys have?
Furry.
Sorry,
that was pretty funny. I'll give you that. What kind of tails do monkeys have?
Corkscrew. I don't know.
Right? The tail's a tail. What?
Prehensile tail.
Prehensile.
In other words, they can manipulate to grab things, hang by them. So they said like ancient apes had tails, but it just hung behind them. Okay.
Kind of like a dog. They can't control it.
Right. All right, your question. Who wrote and directed the movies American Graffiti and THX 1138? That was actually the first feature film that no one will know.
Bird? Spielberg?
Nope. George Lucas.
Oh, Lucas, huh?
That's why if you see American Graffiti, there's Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford are both in that movie as well.
Yeah.
So they did Star Wars. It's just like, hey, I need you again.
Come on, kids.
Well, what happened to the other guy?
Who's the other guy?
He was in American Graffiti. Famous
Ron Howard?
actor.
No, Ron Howard was in American Graffiti as well, I think. All right. He went on to do, pretty good things. Never got corrective surgery for his brother's face, though. That's a damn shame. All right.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, Richard Dreyfuss.
He should have been in Star Wars.
He went the Spielberg route. Because he got Jaws and Close Encounters, and then Carrie Fisher and, Harrison Ford basically went the Lucas route.
All right. Who could Dreyfuss have played in the Star Wars franchise?
Who what?
Who could Dreyfuss have played in the Star Wars franchise?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
If Obi-Wan were a little more bitter.
No, salty.
Yeah, but salty Obi-Wan.
The Force won't be with you, kid.
Just use the goddamn Force.
I read a thing the other day that said, like, when you watch Jaws, and it's like him and Quint, I think.
Yeah.
Like, those characters, like, don't really get along. Mm-hmm. It's because those two guys did not like each other in real life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It came across on the screen.
Yeah, and that scene where they get drunk, they actually started drinking, and that's why they start trading insults.
Really?
Yeah.
See, Mike, goes back to me wanting the script for movies.
That's true.
All right, your question. The Basenji is the only breed of dog that does not do what?
Mark.
There we go. I thought technically greyhounds didn't, but maybe not.
They do. They don't often.
They rarely.
So I had to look this thing up. So the Basenji, pretty good looking dog, man, but it doesn't bark.
Oh, hell.
Oh, yeah. I got an erection. But they say it makes a yodeling noise. Which is weird to me.
I know a buddy had a dog and it didn't bark for like 6 or 7 years. Never did anything. And all of a sudden when it did bark, it freaked him the hell out. He jumped back like, oh my God, you could bark.
I had a dog that did not bark for 2 years. Took it to the vet because I'm like, big ass shepherd. I'm like, there's something wrong. Like, nothing wrong with your dog. He just doesn't care. And the first time I heard my dog bark is because my brother showed up at my apartment.
That was really
And I told you, like, every dog on earth except my current dog hates my brother. Do not know why, but my dog never barked, never growled, never angry with anyone. My brother rings the doorbell as soon as that dog smelled him.
I was going to say, does he have a certain scent that's like smells like a cat or something?
Man. No, because dogs don't always want to kill cats. He has a scent. I don't know what it is. Like, dogs hate him.
He should be like involved in a study.
He should be. Like, swab his forehead and see what the hell
see
he's
how many
made up
dogs who smell that rag or whatever the hell it is.
How many want to kill the rag?
Right, exactly.
I mean, it's weird, man.
Game is Big W 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Greg. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Greg, are you sober or not sober?
California sober.
Nice. All right. Greg, you got to pick a superpower. You're taking teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength?
Teleportation. It makes my job easier. I'm a delivery driver.
That would make your job a hell of a lot more easy.
Would you keep that job if you could teleport?
It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
I'd probably be a coke runner. Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm in Colombia. Boom. Bogota.
Ooh, yeah, more money.
Well, like I said, man, I'm going direct. And again, I still think this should be a game show. Like, do what you got to do, but the big win is you get 60 seconds to grab anything you want out of the police evidence room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, no questions asked.
And then you teleport yourself to New Jersey and sell it.
Right, doesn't matter if it's cash, doesn't matter if it's drugs, doesn't matter if it's the keys to car, whatever they've seized, man. I just want the opportunity to go in there and pick some stuff.
I'm in.
I had a feeling you might be. All right, your question. How many feet are in a fathom?
16. That's way too high.
7? 6.
Since you did so well with that, how many inches are in a hand? I mean, when I'm going to the bathroom, it's a whole lot.
How many inches in a hand?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you looking at? Just tell us how big it is.
Damn, Tim. Easy. Tell us how big it is.
You guys, 4.
Got it.
All right. There you go.
Now, were you answering the question or were you answering my question?
Pretty standard.
Right.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Larry. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gents.
Hola. Larry, are you sober or not sober?
Stone cold sober.
All right.
First one today.
I was thinking,
thank God.
when you were talking about Richard Dreyfuss, how about Lando Calrissian?
Richard Dreyfuss is Lando Calrissian.
I don't think he's cool enough to play Lando.
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody else said Darth Vader. I mean,
you know, Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, right. All right, you got to pick a superpower, Larry. Is it going to be teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength?
I'm sitting in traffic right now, so I wish I could fly to my destination.
Flight. I like it.
All right.
Okay.
If I could fly, I'd fly everywhere with a Sharpie because this is one of my goals in life. To draw a giant penis on the bottom of, like, jumbo jets. Just so every time they fly over someone's neighborhood, people are like, is that a penis on the plane?
I couldn't do it. I'm afraid of heights. I'd freak myself out.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That is a good point, Miles. Like, you don't like heights, so if you could fly, do you think you'd get over it, or you just fly real low?
I'd be fine because I know that I would not fall to the ground.
Good point.
I wouldn't trust it. I'd be afraid that at some point I'm just going to, like, pull a Spider-Man and lose my powers mid-flight. Down I go.
Oh, I would walk up to the top of buildings and just jump off.
Are you confident that you can fly? Because the first time you're going to give it a try, man.
No, the first time I'm going to jump into like water and see if I can fly.
Okay.
But I'm saying once I know I can fly, like
then yes.
Like right, like over there. I just be standing on top of that building and just be like, yeah, and jump off. People are like, oh my God. I'm like, it's all right, dude, I can fly.
Shoot him.
Shoot him.
All right, your question. What was Maxwell Smart's agent number on Get Smart?
Before my time, let's go with 4.
Come on, Miles. I see.
Was 199? No.
Yeah, 99, I believe, was the chick, right?
I don't know.
He was 86.
86.
Which is kind of funny. Mm-hmm. All right. Your question, what two baseball players make up the battery?
Battery. The third and fourth hitter. The designated hitter and the third hitter.
Now, the pitcher and the catcher.
Correct. Someone says, Richard Dreyfuss is like Chevy Chase. He's just known to be a difficult a-hole to be around and work with. I've heard the same thing. All right. Your question, multiple choice. Edith Wharton, beautiful name, Edith. Edith Wharton was the first woman to what? Go to space, swim the English Channel, win the Pulitzer Prize, or win the Nobel Prize? So go to space, swim the English Channel, win the Pulitzer Prize, or win the Nobel Prize?
No clue. English Channel.
Nobel Prize.
Pulitzer Prize.
Question 5, Rick.
Question 5 for you. What fruit is not a berry? What fruit is not a berry? A watermelon, a pineapple, a strawberry, or a blueberry?
Let's go strawberry.
That's it. I guess that's what the top of the pineapple is.
Pineapple's a berry, watermelon's a berry, a blueberry's a berry, a strawberry, not a berry.
Because the seeds are on the outside, right?
The seeds are but believe it or not, the description was not just are the seeds on the outside, but basically when you see a strawberry, it's multiple fruits just kind of joined together. Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Unlike the dingleberry. More of Big Dummy coming up, 206-803-ROCK.
Start summer with a $500 Visa gift card. NC Machinery is offering big rewards on small excavators. Grab a Cat Mini excavator and demolish jobs. Dig deep or move material with the smallest line of Cat products. Do more with less. That's right, small is big right now. Big rewards and big savings for your pocket. For a limited time, NC Machinery is offering a $500 Visa gift card, as well as financing of 0% for 36 months for qualified buyers. Now is the time to reward yourself. Terms and conditions apply while supplies last.
Hey there, it's your friend Stormy Warren here, and I want to invite you to my new home, the Big 615, exclusively on TuneIn. It's the official home of country music broadcasting live from Nashville to the world. Get the latest on country music, from your favorite artists to the hottest songs climbing up the charts. Oh, and it's commercial free. Hear it all on the Stormy Warren Show, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central. Download the free TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. Or ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, it's Mike Hawk. Join me every Thursday at 1 p.m. exclusively on the Odyssey app as we go live with Odyssey. Join in on the action as we cover interesting facts, top 10 lists, and some fun new games. Follow the Men's Room page on the Odyssey app and join in all the fun Thursday afternoons at 1.
99.9 KISW. We return to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Game is a Big Dummy. 206-803-ROCK.
Give up. Hello, Andy. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores. Andy, are you sober or not sober?
Well, my boss is listening, so yeah, sober.
Sober, Andy.
Your boss is pissed drunk.
Yeah, that's not convincing, dude.
Since you're listening, I'm sober.
Andy, what is your superpower? Teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength?
Teleportation.
All right. It's going to be a popular one today.
All right, Andy. Sober, Andy. Very, very sober at work. Andy, here's your question. What does a Maillard reaction refer to when cooking? A Maillard reaction.
Like caramelized?
Oh, nice. He might be drunk, but he's one and done, boss.
Were you in the restaurant industry?
Yeah, for about 20 years.
Okay then.
Wow.
Yep.
I just call it caramelization.
Real quick. All right, let me give you a true or false question. True or false, the Smashing Pumpkins originally were going to be called the Whiny Bitch Band?
Oh.
True.
Oh, I'm afraid
that's not true.
That's what they've been nicknamed. The whiny bitch
I was
man.
like, that's just what you guys call them.
That is exactly Hello, Trevor. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Trevor, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Trevor, welcome to Big Dummy. All right, men's room poll. You get a superpower. Are you taking teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength?
Well, seeing how many times I'm late for work, I'd say teleportation.
Teleportation it is. You're late all the time for work.
Quite often.
And why is that, Trevor?
Why?
I can't get up in the morning.
A lot of men have that problem. They have a little blue pill.
How late are you typically? Like, well, what is the time frame here? Are you Batman?
I don't know. 15 to 20 minutes, something like that.
Okay. All right. Do you work a shift? Is someone waiting for you?
I got a crew waiting for me.
Okay.
You have a crew waiting for you. You just hate getting up in the morning.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not a morning guy.
I'm not a morning guy either. And I reminded of that every morning when I'm awake. Man, oh man, this is not the time. But I still got to get up. Goddamn kids.
Right.
All right. Here's your question. In what decade did Disney World open in Orlando, Florida?
60s.
That was my
70s.
guess. Yep, 1971.
I was there in 1975.
Believe it or not, originally they were going to open it in St. Louis. And something fell through, so they ended up going to Orlando. I bet you they wish they had opened it in St. Louis now. All right, your question. What is the world's fastest dog?
Dachshund?
World's fastest dog.
I will Definitely not the Dachshund.
I'll say the Greyhound.
It is, in fact, the Greyhound. Yeah.
Pound for pound, the fastest.
All right, actor Richard Harris played what character in the Harry Potter movies?
Oh, geez. Can you repeat it again?
Actor Richard Harris played what character in the Harry Potter movies?
Hagrid?
Who did you guess?
Hagrid?
Oh, Hagrid, right. He played Dumbledore. By the way, a couple of corrections here about the movie American Graffiti. It was not, who the hell is it?
George Lucas?
No, you said the
Carrie
actress.
Fisher.
Carrie Fisher.
It was Cindy Williams from Laverne and Shirley. Also, Ted, people wanted to point out, do you know who else was in that movie?
Who?
Your crush. Suzanne Summers.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. I was thinking about dudes.
Well, the one good thing about American Graffiti is you got Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley out of it, and all those other.
Yeah,
things.
Ron Howard, yeah, Cindy Williams, all that stuff.
Suzanne Summers was in that, huh?
Apparently, she was in a T-Bird. I know you're Googling it right now, aren't you?
Yes.
Yep. All right, Trevor, your question. How many rivers does Saudi Arabia have? None, 1, 3, or 4?
Let's go with 1.
I'll say none.
None. Not a single river.
Remind me not to move there.
Hey, Trevor, don't move to Saudi Arabia. See, I got your back real quick.
We're going to send you on a fly fishing trip there.
I know you've been considering going to Saudi Arabia, but okay, don't move there.
Oh, she literally plays blonde in a T-Bird.
Oh, that's it. That's her whole.
Blonde and a T-bird. Okay.
All right, your question. What type of tea is flavored with oil from the bergamot orange?
What type of tea?
Tea, yeah.
Oh, I have no clue. Green tea?
Is it Lord Bergamot or is it Earl Grey?
Earl Grey.
Earl Grey. Because there is a Lord Bergamot tea.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, Trevor, your question. What was poured on anyone who said, I don't know, on the show, You Can't Do That on Television? Something was
I
poured.
don't know, the television show.
I was
Someone was poured.
You might be
It would be
poured.
a liquid.
Mhm.
Oh, gin?
Gin. I would say I don't know all the time. Green slime.
It was slime, yeah. Back in the day, they were just sliming people left and right.
That was a big thing, it seems like.
Yeah, in the 80s, the Ghostbusters, they had a ghost named Slimer. It was a good time for slime.
That was a good time. Did you ever own slime as a kid?
Yeah, like in a little
trash can thing. That stuff was awesome until it got stuck in the carpet. Then you got yelled at by your parents.
But also, I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles turned in because of slime.
Right. Slime was huge in the 80s.
It was. Golden era of slime.
Yes, indeed. Man, oh man. Good days gone by.
Oh, how I miss them.
Can't find good slime now.
Sliming people on Nickelodeon all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yeah,
slime was huge.
Right. Double Dare, you could get slimed.
Oh, yeah.
Can't do that on television. You could get slimed.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a direct result of slime. You ever go to the store and buy slime?
Yeah. I used to eat Hostess pies that were green and had yellow slime in them. It was supposed to look like...
And that was actual slime. That's one thing about Hostess. They said, no, we filled these with actual slime. Get them for your kids. All right, your question. In what organ would you find the medulla?
Yeah. Oblongata.
I'm the same thing.
Yours is somewhat functional.
Are you there, Trevor?
Yeah.
In what organ would you find the medulla?
The liver?
In the brain. Say in the brain.
Yeah, it's somewhat functional as a little exaggeration there.
That's an exaggeration.
Miles is just trying to be nice to you, dude.
Yes. We know it doesn't work at all. It's a dried up little shriveled thing.
Question number 8. I don't think they mind that you're late. They're like, oh, God, I hope he's late.
All right, your question. Adrenalize, High and Dry, and Retroactive are all albums from what British rock band? I'll give you a hint. They have, 9 arms between them.
Not much of a hint.
It's a massive hint.
It's a pretty big hint.
You know, when you get a group of people, typically the number of arms in any given band is an even number. Not this band. They're the only band I can think of where there's an odd number of arms among the members.
3-man band.
What's that?
3-man band.
Green and band?
That would be Def Leppard. Drummer had his arm ripped off in a car accident.
Question 9.
I can still drum.
You can do it a little slower.
It was a motorcycle accident.
Was it a motorcycle?
I think so.
Either way.
Call it a vehicle accident.
Yeah, vehicle accident.
It happened with wheels.
All right. What is the more common name for the bone called the furcula found in birds? Furcula. I'm Count Furcula.
Wings?
Which bone?
Got a correction from Twitter from Brian here.
What is he correcting us on?
Turtles had the ooze, wasn't slime. I mean, can you tell?
Somebody here says it here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was ooze. God damn it! All right,
what's the difference between ooze and slime?
Because pop a pimple. It might ooze, but I don't think it's slime in there.
All right.
I mean, they are splitting hairs a little bit. Was it green ooze? I feel like green ooze to me is slime, right?
It's all about viscosity.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good word.
I like that word.
All right, Trevor. In what Washington city did the word hamburger first appear in the United States? Southeastern part of the city, and it has a funny name.
Southeastern part of the state?
Of the state, yes.
We invented the hamburger?
Is it all
Not
the way south? Is
invented.
it all the way southeast, like southeast, like as far as you can?
Pretty southeast. That's a very funny name. Sounds like something an old man would say if he saw boobs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And what's the question?
In what city did the word hamburger first appear in
Trevor,
the United States?
I'll give you a hint. They have a pretty famous onion.
They do.
Oh, okay.
Is it sweet?
It is a sweet one, too.
Seeing boobs.
The only name I can come up with right now is Walla Walla.
Aha! That's it.
That's the right one.
But doesn't that sound like something an old man would say, like he sees boobs, like, Walla Walla.
Walla Walla.
Look at the Walla Walla's on her.
That was my best hint. Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Ryan, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
All right, Ryan, welcome to Big Dummy. And Ryan, pick a superpower for me. Teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength?
Teleportation.
That's the big winner.
Where's the first place you're going?
Maybe like Colombia. Pick up some drugs.
All right. All right. I'll let you go straight to the source, man.
Go anywhere in the world. Go to Colombia to get cocaine.
My daughter was down there and I got a text message. When she was in Bogota.
What was the text message?
Dad, did you know cocaine's yellow?
Damn. That's the text she sent you.
So I had to write back and said, smart. Yes, honey, it gets all stepped on by the time it gets here.
Did you know cocaine was yellow? That's the one who just graduated, right?
Yep. With honors.
Hey, Dad.
With honors.
With honors.
Look at this.
You do a science project on yellow cocaine.
That was the text. I swear to God. Dad, did you know cocaine's yellow?
By the way, Ted, people are pointing out, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the subtitle, The Secret of the Ooze.
All right, that's fair. The only thing I remember about that movie is Vanilla Ice was in it.
He was in it?
I hope that's Turtles 2. It might be Turtles 3.
How many did they make?
They made a bunch. Remember, Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ninja Rap. I mean, that's what it was called.
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. All right.
You remember that?
That's why he went ninja. All right, your question.
He had to redo the lyrics.
Yo, man, you might want to rewrite this. We'll put it in a movie or something. Okay.
No, I'm a rapper.
All right, your question.
I mean, people forget Vanilla Ice is fine now. But like, he literally was on the cover of a magazine and said, "I grew up a poor black kid."
Man. I know.
God damn, like, who let that out?
Right, exactly.
Isn't that the Jerk?
Yes, it is. It's Steve Martin. I was born a poor black child.
All right, your question. What does NATO stand for?
National, or no.
Not national.
NATO. North American Trade. No, that's not. That's NAFTA.
North American is
NATO.
right.
Yeah.
It's not NAFTA.
Is it North American?
Nope.
Not NATO. That's Europe, right?
It's nasty ass teeth, Oscar.
North
Atlantic Treaty Organization.
I thought it was trade organization. My bad.
Question number 2.
Someone points out Ivan Ooze from the old Power Rangers. Still not slime.
Well, that was purple, too. That doesn't count.
And someone else says Ted is right. That's when they were fighting Super Shredder.
Yep. All right.
That's the second one?
Yeah.
Right.
I saw that movie in the theaters.
Hey, brag on, brother.
Turtles in the Hood.
It's just one of those things. What year? I don't know what year that movie came out. Like, I don't know how old I was, but it was like a huge day. Like, my mom dropped us off. It was like me and 2 buddies. We're going to see the new Ninja Turtles.
Turtles in the Hood. All right, your question.
I mean, they always lived in the city.
They did. That's a good point. What famous ballet features the Sugar Plum Fairy?
I think the only ballet knows Nutcracker.
All right. Nice job.
Again, once again, every time Nutcracker comes up, I have to ask it because I remember seeing it as a kid.
I went.
What is it about?
It's a ballet. And
I understand it's a ballet, but what is going on? I don't understand.
Basically, the premise is the Taliban is trying to fight a giant rat.
Like, I don't know. I don't understand. Is there a story?
Not really, because they don't talk.
Are they just dancing,
they don't
or is there a
talk.
story?
I didn't know. Remember I told you, when I went to the ballet, I forgot that they didn't talk. I didn't know that. I'd never been to ballet before. So go to ballet. This is the most boring crap I've ever seen in my life. I was just absolutely infuriated when I walked down there. I was like, this is so bad.
Ain't it that the Nutcracker comes to life and that's why he's got to fight the rat because it's the size of a Nutcracker?
The Taliban.
I don't know what it's about.
The Taliban chases the rat.
So what is the ballet? So what? The Nutcracker comes to life to fight a rat. That's what the story's about. That's what you're telling me the story's about.
Yeah.
Now, what is the Sugar Plum Fairy? How does that fit?
I haven't seen the show, so that was my
you
basic
wouldn't
understanding.
know because they don't have any lyrics. They don't talk. You wouldn't have no. You could make it to whatever you want.
Well, that's what ballet is. It's an interpretive dance that kind of tells the story without words.
But when you can't figure out what they're talking about, like, I can watch a ballet and say, okay, I get generally what's going on. But like with the Nutcracker, I'm like, what is happening? Am I having a fever dream?
We can watch two people having a conversation on television with the volume down, and each one of us would think that they're talking about something completely different. Right? It's your interpretation.
Sure.
So I'm telling you right now, it's a giant rat fighting a Taliban. I paid for 4 tickets, man.
It might as well be.
It is.
It
is. I've seen this. I've seen the damn
How long is it?
It's got an intermission.
Oh, see,
I went out, man. I went out and I did a double right at the stand, and I started sipping on a beer, and I went over and I said, "Man, can I have another double?" And he goes, "Man, I can't serve you again because you're not technically supposed to have 3 drinks." He's like, "I'll give you a single." So I walked over to the other booth and got a double.
I thought you left early.
Oh no, I was with fam. I had to sit through that.
No, he would get Disney and ice at intermission.
Yeah,
because kids could not piece together there was more to come.
They turned the lights on. I'd be like, all right, time to go. God. I did. I mean, the Baltimore Arena is hot.
It's hot.
In the summertime.
And it's Disney on ice, man. As an adult, it's a nightmare.
I saw the Little Mermaid eat ass because it was 98 degrees outside. The Baltimore Arena had not melting as the show was going on. So she comes out, boom, man. And then all of a sudden they're like, ladies and gentlemen, we have to cancel today's performance. I mean, you can just see the whole floor is turning into a pool. The whole rink melted. I was like, sweet. It did in a half an hour. It was amazing. All the kids are crying. It was great. All the kids are crying. Oh, the ice melted. More of a Big Dummy coming up, 206-803-ROCK.
Whether you're doing a dance to your favorite artist in the office parking lot or being guided into Warrior One in the break room before your shift, whether you're running on your Peloton tread at your mom's house while she watches the baby, or counting your breaths on the subway,
Inhaling and long exhale out.
Peloton is for all of us, wherever we are, whenever we need it. Download the free Peloton app today. Peloton app available through free tier or paid subscription starting at $12.99 per month.
And thrill.
Head Chef will rank some of your favorite fast food places coming up with Ted's Meat and Potatoes. In the meantime, the game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Huge news, Miles.
All right.
Someone has finally cleared up what the hell the Nutcracker is about. All right?
Okay.
So it's not about beating rats to death with nutcrackers. Here it is. The girl dreams about a prince who is the Nutcracker because she has a weird object fetish. He must defeat the Rat King to become human. Well, he is defeated by the Rat King, who is then killed by the girl. The Sugar Plum Fairies come to grant her her wish because of her courage. She wishes for the Nutcracker to be human and live.
Well, where's the Taliban fit into all this?
Then they had dirty sex.
Oh.
I'm having sex with a Nutcracker.
Taliban's involved somehow. I saw the damn thing. Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Julie. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Julie, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
What are you drinking? Drink a Bud Light?
I'm drinking my Bud Light and one shot.
And one shot tequila?
Of course.
How many times have you peed?
Twice.
All right.
All right, Julie, you get to pick a superpower. Teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength.
Teleportation.
All right. Where are you headed?
Oh, gosh. I'm everywhere. Everywhere that I can go.
Okay.
Well, last guy, he's going straight to Colombia to get cocaine.
Which is yellow.
The yellow cocaine.
The yellow cocaine.
I thought that was Portugal now.
You thought it was Portugal with yellow
Portugal
cocaine?
has legalized drugs, but I mean, you still
Do they have legalized drugs in Portugal?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm teleporting to Portugal. It's just that easy.
Hey, can I shout out to my friend Steve real quick?
He's right here, dude.
I'm right here. I'm sitting right here. I can hear you.
Not that Steve. Yeah, my Steve, he's like my older brother, but he's not a real brother. But just hi, Steve.
Well, I'm a real brother.
You are a real brother.
Hi, Steve.
Damn right.
Hello, Steve.
Brother Steve.
He's like my brother, but not my brother.
He's like my brother. You know, because he's black, but otherwise. All right, Julie.
You know what's weird?
What?
Yeah.
So, like, DeMatha are the priests, like, it's Trinitarians.
What is that?
It's an order of, like, Catholic priests.
All right.
But they're all brothers.
Like
So
black
there's-
guys?
No, just like Brother James, Brother Ken.
Oh, right.
Oh. Whoa, brother.
Yeah, I'm thinking with that. Hello, brother.
Yeah.
What's up, Brother Ken?
Everybody's got their own handshakes.
I had a lot of handshakes going around that high school.
Yeah, I imagine so.
We'll tap that up.
All right, Julie, here is your question. How many planets in our solar system have rings around them?
2.
3.
Just the hot ones.
Yeah, oh, damn. As is the big ones. There's 4. Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and yes, there are rings around Uranus.
I do that.
That's
I remember when they found them.
Yeah, listen, this is the true thing. I want to say it's like 86 maybe. Walter Cronkite, and he's the voice of news for the CBS Evening News. All right, so Voyager 2 goes around Uranus. They were unaware that there were rings. They get the photographs back. So Walter Cronkite opens his news segment with, amazing day today for the world. Voyager 2 has reached Uranus and they discovered rings around Uranus. And this Walter Cronkite, then he couldn't hold it together. The next day, they started referring to it as Uranus. No, seriously, that's the day it changed. Oh, we're going to call it Uranus now. Mm-hmm.
Ring around Uranus.
We found rings around Uranus. All right, your question.
What was the other one? Oh, it used to be
they're kids now.
I think up until Anita Hill in the trial with Clarence Thomas.
Sexual harassment.
It was harassment.
Right.
And then after that, it was harassment.
Because was it SNL that came up? It was something like harassment, nothing. I was looking at her boobs. Right. So seriously, again, so like the next day, it became sexual harassment.
Harassment.
Yes. All right, your question. What is the name of the distance around the outside of a circle?
Circumference.
Very good.
Damn. Yep. Well done. All right, drink on, Julie. Drink on.
Nice.
Is that one and done?
Two. Because the first question was about the rings around Uranus.
Correct. My bad. What's that?
So we had a long thing about it.
Yep. I missed that one.
Hello, Michael. Welcome to the men's room.
Here's to better luck next year, boys.
Michael, are you sober?
Even though they didn't make it, I'm glad the Kraken got as far as they did.
Okay.
But,
You're one of those people who you're in the middle of a conversation, but you start it when you just start talking to us.
It's like you reverse the headline.
Exactly.
Better luck next year. Like, Oh, the Kraken. Yes.
Michael, are you sober or not sober?
I am stone cold sober, gentlemen. And if I could redirect the conversation back to Richard Dreyfuss for a second,
please do.
Think about less about him replacing one of the established characters and think about what character he might actually be in the Star Wars universe, like a bounty hunter or
Richard Dreyfuss as a bounty hunter.
You're coming with me.
Ideas out here.
All right. Okay. The spitball.
Michael, what's your superpower? Teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength?
I'll take super strength. I'm in civil engineering, but I technically basically work in construction. And not only do I lift a whole lot of heavy stuff, but there are days when I really want to throttle some of the general contractors I deal with.
Okay.
All our times talking to you, I didn't picture a construction worker.
That you're a pinup.
I basically do work and stuff. But anyway, let's begin.
All right.
Comments.
Here's your question. What member of an acting family dated Taylor Swift and is rumored to be the ex in her song We're Never Getting Back Together?
Oh, boy. I am not good with music trivia. I don't know. Marty Robbins.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes. Is it Gyllenhaal or Gyllenhaal?
No. It's Gyllenhaal.
Are you being serious?
Yes.
It's Gyllenhaal?
You see here.
Gyllen.
I have a list, Mr. Hill, of the celebrity names you're probably mispronouncing, and I learned today that it is Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal.
Why doesn't he ever correct people?
It's because...
Look, you go on late night TV and they say, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jake Gyllenhaal. Wouldn't you say, hey, man, my last name is Gyllenhaal? I mean, if they're like, please welcome Stefan Hall. But it's not my name.
He says it's Swedish, and there's only two places that have pronounced it correctly for him. Sweden and...
Norway?
IKEA.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, Michael, here is your question. Before becoming James Bond, actor Pierce Brosnan starred for 5 years on what TV series?
Is this a U.S. series or a British series? I'm guessing British.
It was U.S.
No, it was U.S.
Very popular show. My mother loved it anyway.
That's how I remember it.
Yep.
Well, everyone's mother loved Pierce Brosnan.
Because he was in it, yes. That had long...
Days of Our Lives? I don't know.
Come on, Ted. Come on,
Ted. Pierce Brosnan.
Come on. Remington Steele.
Oh, Remington Steele.
Remington Steele.
Yep.
Correct.
All right.
All right, let's stick with the TV trivia. What popular 1970s TV series was based on a series of books written by Laura Ingalls Wilder?
Boys, if I had to guess, that's Little House on the Prairie.
That is Little House on the Prairie.
That was
Good night, Grandpa.
Show.
Good night, Grandpa. Michael.
Was that show? No, I thought the Waltons
that was
were
the Waltons. That was the Waltons.
God, it's another show.
Both of those shows sucked.
I could
there were some
stand
terrible
them.
shows growing up, man. We had terrible
I mean, we also
family
had
dramas.
Chips, but then there's Little House on the Prairie, right?
You had to learn a lesson.
We had the A-Team, And then you got, well, Little House on the Prairie again. But like the Waltons, just these. If they were your neighbors, you'd hate them. You know what I mean? Like they were very nice, but they're like oakley dokily nice. I hated them.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
God, I hated those shit.
Right. And you had to learn the lesson.
You should watch this. They teach a good lesson.
No, they don't.
I mean, South Park kind of teaches you a lesson in every show.
It does.
But at least it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's fun getting there. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Boo, bitches.
Boo!
Justin, are you sober or not sober?
Playing for Team Not Sober. Good seeing you guys at Tony D's. Thanks for coming up north the other weekend.
Oh, yeah, man.
Dude, it was a good time, man.
That was a good time. All right, Justin, now pick a superpower. Teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength?
Of course, teleportation.
All right, where are you going first?
I'm a food nerd, so it's going to sound dorky, but I'd probably go straight to France and get a baguette.
Get it. All right.
There's nothing wrong with that, brother.
Specific.
All right.
That would be good. Any food that you want to, man, bam, you're right there.
I'm talking about we're in.
Would you go to New Jersey and get another one of those pizzas?
I would. I'd go to New Jersey. There's a breakfast
hey,
place.
Teleport guy. Pizza's ready.
Breakfast place out by Leavenworth that I would just poof to from time to time.
All right.
Big Y Cafe. It's great.
Yeah.
Dude. Love that place.
I'd go to, what is it? Is it Mama's in Canton and get myself a crab cake sandwich in Clams Casino.
All right.
First place I'm going.
I would poof myself to Lido's to get one of those great pizzas.
Then you know what I'd do? I'd poof myself to the toilet because that is the first thing that's going to happen.
Sorry, I didn't know you were here.
Poof. Oh, damn, you're in the stall. My bad, man. My bad.
I'm trying to think food-wise. I like his idea, though. Like just traveling across the world to get a croissant.
Yeah. Get a Philadelphia cheesesteak. Get a barbecue someplace.
Yeah.
Good Italian.
I might go to Germany. Just show up at Uli's hometown and be like, I'm here.
What up? They'd be like, who the hell are you?
Like, I know Uli. Like, yeah, he hasn't lived here in like 20-some years, dude. Anyhow, can I have a sausage?
You could have called away to Germany and get a sausage.
Yeah. I might roll him down to his plan, get one out of that smoker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. God damn. Yeah. All right, Justin, here is your question. In what film does Marlon Brando yell Stella?
Yeah.
Just
that's just before my time.
A lot before your time.
Oh, God. Just throw a movie name out there.
Speaking of that, you could go down there and get some crawfish, some etouffee.
Mm-hmm. Sling Blade?
Streetcar named Desire.
Yes, indeed.
That's a dumb name for a car.
Which car's name?
Desire.
Wow. All right, your question. What is a young pigeon called?
They don't exist.
Chick.
Easy.
Come on
now. Easy.
When I was working in restaurants, every once in a while, we'd run specials, and it was squab.
All right.
And I'm always like, we're giving people these baby-ass pigeons. I'm like, did you just walk outside and snatch it out of a nest?
I thought the pigeon in Germany was fantastic.
Do we have pigeon in Germany?
We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much of that trip do you remember, Steve?
Not anything that they do. That's roughly how it works out.
We had a great time.
I know I had a good time. I can't remember.
I thought the pigeon was delicious. Because I never would order that. You know what I mean?
No.
Not unless it was a fixed menu. That's the only reason. I'm like, all right. If I saw pigeon on the menu, I'm like, I'm going to take that chicken.
Fresh pigeon.
That's right.
Locally sourced off the street.
Don't you remember the drumette and all those things?
Vaguely, man. Okay. No. I don't know.
I mean, like, let's be honest. That was right before you were searching for a cigarette. I went, "There's one behind your ear, brother."
You can't see your ears, Ted.
I'm not shocked you don't remember the pigeon, but it was delicious.
Yes, it was.
I got a picture of it if you want to see it.
Did I like it?
I don't know that you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to ask, do I like pigeon, guys? All right, your question. In the 1991 film Beauty and the Beast, which is a terrible thing to call that girl, what type of enchanted item is Chip?
Oh, yeah.
The teacup.
Bam.
Okay.
I'm a little teacup.
And he has a chip out of him, too. He's a busted-ass teacup with a little chip taken out of him.
Used to work with the Chip. Jesus Christ. You're talking about somebody who always showed up late to work. Oh, my God. And we got into
That's why I asked, is there somebody waiting for you? Is this
that's
a shift
the worst
change?
thing. Right. Come on. Hello, Eddie. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, fellas.
Oh, yeah. Eddie, are you sober or not sober?
Very sober.
All right, Eddie, welcome to Big Dummy.
You said very sober?
Yes.
You're a discredit to your name.
Men's room poll there, Eddie. Pick a superpower, teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength.
Let's go with invisibility.
Where are you going first?
Anywhere I want to.
Okay.
Would you be naked most of the time, Eddie?
Absolutely would.
You know what I think I would do? I think I would drive by people as fast as I could and honk my horn. With the windows down. When they look over, there's nobody driving. Probably think it's a Tesla.
Convince everyone that their house is haunted. That'd be a good time. All right, your question. What does the term au gratin mean in the cooking world? Looking at your menu, they have carrots au gratin.
Baked on top.
I'll say slathered in cheese.
Covered in breadcrumbs or brown crust.
Don't do it, Miles.
What's that?
This is usually when you start hating on scallops and au gratin potatoes.
I mean, it's the worst potato dish out there.
Don't do it.
Hands down.
Not getting into this today.
Potato sticks in a can are better.
Oh, those are kind of decent. There's nothing wrong with scallop potatoes. Yeah, nothing wrong with scallop potatoes.
Okay, then. Why does it always have to be with ham?
I don't know. You're right.
I mean, like, it's a ham. Like, would you ever go like, oh, I really want the ham tonight, and give me the scallop potatoes too? Like, who thought, let's take two crappy combinations and put them together always? I'm not saying that ham's bad. I like it diced up in an omelet. Okay, I like a ham sandwich, but a big, thick cut piece of ham.
No, I don't like.
I like a honey baked ham.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, the last time I made potatoes au gratin, it was out of a box. Mm-hmm. The people I were with, they same thing, like, I don't know if I like those, whatever. We had to make a second box.
Really?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have.
I should have. Well,
no, I have another box. I'm not making it.
The problem is those bastards had already eaten most of them.
Oh, basically you made it for you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, your question. What part of the eye gives it its color? Including pink eye.
The retina?
The iris.
The iris.
Iris.
Have you ever met a woman named Iris? All of them have scratchy voices. My name is Iris.
No, but it's also a good Goo Goo Dolls song.
Just getting into it, man.
Yeah.
Is that off of A Boy Called Goo?
A Boy Called Goo.
A Boy Named Goo?
Boy Named Goo, right?
I don't know if it's on that album or... I know it was famous because it was in a soundtrack and in a movie.
Yeah. I know you're like 13. It's A Boy Made Goo.
Yeah. All right, your question.
Mike knows it.
What was the name of the Jetsons' dog?
Meet George Jetson. His boy.
He probably came from Houston.
Daughter Judy.
Drives a minivan.
Jane, his wife.
His wife.
Ding, 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 ding.
Spot. I don't know.
Did you say Spot?
Astro.
Yeah.
Astro, because he had a big ass. They spelled it A-S-S-T-R-O.
Astro.
You know, Astro.
Yeah. Before there was Megan Thee Stallion, there was Astro. Both from Houston.
All right, your question. Cape Side was the fictional town on what TV show? Was it Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Dawson's Creek, or Party of Five?
Did you say cave side?
Cape Side.
Cape Side.
Cape side.
Last thing you see before Superman's naked. It's Cape Side.
Let's go with Party of Five.
Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek.
That was with the beak, right?
That's where we learned about the beak.
Should have called it Dawson's Beak.
A lot of his kids got rid of their life.
Bud Light.
By the way, somebody here says scalloped potatoes are a gift from God. Miles is just a peasant.
Oh.
Peasant-ass Miles.
I do disagree with Miles, but peasant seems harsh.
I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying I'm saying the potatoes do a lot of wonderful things, and that's the worst thing it does. Potato salad's better, mashed potatoes are better, potato chips better, French fries better, double twice baked potatoes are better, potato skins are better,
hush puppies
are better.
Oh, I would take scallop potatoes over
hash browns are better
over potato salad in a second.
It depends on the potato salad.
German potato salad sucks.
Because some people, it's just too goddamn crunchy. Like, did you boil the goddamn potato or did you just cut it raw and throw it in there?
Well, that's the issue with it.
You never know. And the thing is, you don't know.
Well, potato bread's great.
Potato bread is outstanding.
I mean, there's so many good bread things. And then there's scalloped potatoes. It just happens to be at the bottom of the list.
All right, your question. What female author was the first author to become a billionaire for writing books?
That's the chick that wrote Harry Potter.
That is correct.
Oh, man, is that good enough? Good enough?
The chick that wrote Harry Potter.
You know what? I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah,
you know
wrote Harry Potter.
You know who
J.K. Rowling?
J.K. Rowling, yeah.
There we go.
J.K. Rowling.
There we go. One more. Do you want to do one more? All right.
Hello, Daniel. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whore.
Liquor and whore. Daniel, sober, not sober?
Team sober today, gentlemen.
All right, welcome to Big Dummy. What are you doing here on the men's room poll? Are you taking teleportation, invisibility, flight, or super strength?
Well, I actually have to take flight because I sure like to fly in my dreams.
All right. By the way, here, somebody here says Miles is an uncultured swine. Followed by Miles quit being an uncultured swine. These are from two different people.
You tell me what potato product is worse than scalloped potatoes.
That's fair.
I challenge you to that. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's the worst of the potato products. That's all. It's like, look, there are pizza toppings. Everyone likes them. There's one that's the worst.
Sure.
That's all.
And it's pineapple.
Pizza's still good.
You know what? I'll say it. Steak fries.
Yeah.
You hate steak fries?
If they're done right.
But it's very rare. They're super
nice
overrated.
And soft in the middle, and they're crunchy on the outside. Just takes a long time to cook.
I agree that they're overrated. I don't mind them, but I'll tell you what's worse than scalloped potatoes. And I don't care what anybody. Look, potatoes are versatile. I love potatoes because of their versatility. All right, they're like an actor that can do comedy and tragedy.
Yeah.
Goddamn crinkle cut fries.
No,
they can kiss my ass.
That's a French fry.
You are pissed off. If you get crinkle cut fries, you're pissed off. If they say you get a sandwich or something with fries,
you guys have
have
not had crinkle cut fries.
I have had crinkle cut fries, and they suck every single time. At least with the potato salad, right? Ted says, "Man, I don't trust it," but we both agree they might be good.
I will say Shake Shack rocks the crinkle cut fries, and they nail the crinkle cut fry.
I'm going to try a crinkle cut fry from Shake Shack, which better name for a strip club in my opinion, but I still think that the crinkle cut fry is garbage. It is hot trash.
Get in here, girl. Get on into the Shake Shack.
All right, Daniel, here is your question. What are the 5 colors of the Olympic rings?
Okay, 5 colors. The Olympic rings. You got white,
nope.
red.
No. Red, black, green, yellow,
blue. And blue. Yeah.
I stood outside the Olympic rings in Whistler.
Oh, yeah?
It's kind of cool. Yeah.
Well, sure.
You
act like you want anything?
Yeah.
Of course.
Sure.
All right, Daniel, your question. Which planet is named for the god of war?
The god of war. Planet, I'd have to say Pluto.
He was the underworld. Yeah. Mars. All right. Your question. What playing card is synonymous with death?
The Reaper. Which playing card? Is in like normal playing card?
Yeah, normal playing cards.
Is there a song about this card?
There is.
The Joker. Yeah, the Joker.
No, not Steve Miller. We're talking Motorhead.
Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades. Oh, shoot.
I know. How obvious, right?
Yeah, right.
All right. We got one last question for you, then we got to wrap up. If you were traveling at Mach 2, how fast would you be moving?
Let's see here. It's Mach 2. I'd have to say 1,400 miles an hour.
You got it.
You could have just said twice the speed of sound, but you are correct. About 1,400 miles. Man, raw potatoes versus scalloped potatoes. I'd rather have that McDonald's fries.
Just name it.
Both Miles and Thrill can go to hell with their potato opinion. Kiss my ass. Yes, Thrill, crinkle cut sucks ass.
Hey.
Steve, not a big fan of crinkle cut fries unless they're done perfect. The waffle fry is supreme. I agree.
Just because y'all can't cook a crinkle cut fry properly.
Nobody can cook it properly. You know if you cooked a crinkle cut fry properly? it sucks. If it tastes terrible, you did it right.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Sorry, man, they're awful.
Yeah, and homemade scallop potatoes are the worst. Box, I can deal with. Head Chef's coming up. Ted's Meat Potatoes ranks your favorite fast food places. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Start summer with a $500 Visa gift card. NC Machinery is offering big rewards on small excavators. Grab a Cat Mini excavator and demolish jobs. Dig deep or move material with the smallest line of Cat products. Do more with less. That's right, small is big right now. Big rewards and big savings for your pocket. For a limited time, NC Machinery is offering a $500 Visa gift card, as well as financing of 0% for 36 months for qualified buyers. Now is the time to reward yourself. Terms and conditions apply while supplies last.
Hey there, it's your friend Stormy Warren here, and I want to invite you to my new home, the Big 615, exclusively on TuneIn. It's the official home of country music broadcasting live from Nashville to the world. Get the latest on country music, from your favorite artists to the hottest songs climbing up the charts. Oh, and it's commercial free. Hear it all on the Stormy Warren Show, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central. Download the free TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. Or ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn.
Dealing with an accident and injury claim can be overwhelming. Let Phillips Law Firm fight for you. We understand the pain and suffering, and we're here to guide you through. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today for a free case review, or visit justiceforyou.com and let Phillips Law Firm help you on the road to recovery.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Ted's Meat Potatoes coming up, talking about your favorite fast food places that serve crinkle-cut fries. But first, time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Birthday time, old boys. I would like to wish my son Nathan a very happy 14th birthday. He's been listening to the men's room since he was born. Loves a profile this. Anyway, can you give him a big old fish sandwich medley? Thanks, guys. Rock on. That from Everett.
Can I get
a fillet of fish sandwich?
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? With the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I'll order a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. Yeah. Smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some dinner relish in the morning. At noon. And at night.
I'll buy you a fish sandwich. So you don't want a fish sandwich?
Oh, guys, today's my younger brother Isaac's 31st birthday. He is in the Air Force, currently serving in South Korea.
All right.
Probably a big BTS fan. Can you know what the F is that? The captain talking about why he's not allowed in Korea anymore. Also, why don't you guys have the Man versus Beast sound clip? Oh, man.
We don't do it anymore.
Yeah, somebody cut that one out.
Somebody did.
Yeah, with a style.
Oh, pink eye.
You're a daily listener from Excelsior Springs, Missouri, Steven.
Oh, my God! What the f*** is that, bro?
Oh, damn it. Mother Maggie in a manger.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. Yeah, there's a reason they told me to leave South Korea. We came up with the idea of modeling all kinds of sex moves after rock bands. So they were okay with the 5-finger death punch, but they weren't too happy about the finger 11 after they watched Stranger Things. Crunchberries.
Oh, God.
All right, guys, here we go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. A couple extra emails. Guys, parenting fail, harkening back to that. I must have been 9 or 10 years old. My parents were out somewhere. I was thirsty. There was a pitcher of what I thought was orange juice in the refrigerator. So I ended up drinking about half of it. When my parents came home, my dad came in the living room and said, "Hey, did you drink the stuff in that?" Jesus. Was that a sneeze?
No.
Oh. Did you drink the stuff in that pitcher? I said, yeah, why? And he promptly told me that it was a pitcher full of screwdrivers.
Oh.
Funny enough, I don't remember him being too alarmed, and I don't remember any side effects except for possibly 27 years of power drinking from the age of 15 to 42. 116 days sober today, feeling the best I have in a long time, as most everyone says. You guys are awesome, and thanks.
I never had
Rock
that.
on, that from Ramon.
Oh, my father got home.
No, me neither.
You know what's weird about that email? And I get it. Ramon's like, hey, I'm sober now, 116 days, congratulations. But like, I can't believe your dad just had a picture of screwdrivers sitting in the fridge.
I don't think it's a bad call.
It's not a bad call, but you know your kids, if you're leaving your kids alone, you know they're just going to think it's orange juice.
You mixed them that morning. You probably had them for breakfast.
Again.
And then you left them in their fridge and left.
I don't know. That seems a little crazy to me. Making a picture of screwdriver?
Yeah.
The man liked his vodka, right?
All right, yeah, that's just like, this day.
Parents, guys, when I was 18 months old, my mom left me with my dad. And when her and my grandmother came home, I was cooking on the couch. Eggs, Cool Whip, coffee grounds, anything else that I could reach out of the refrigerator. Dad, he never got to watch me again. That from Brandy.
He probably did it on purpose to avoid doing it.
And another parenting fail. Back in 1997 in San Diego, a friend and I got bold enough to call a sex phone line on my mom's landline phone. We both got so nervous when she answered and started talking sexy. So we hung up the phone as quick as possible. Well, that woman called back. My friend and I did not know what to do, so we let it go onto the machine, the little tape recorder kind. I was 8 or 9. Crazy thing, she left a message on my mom's tape machine. My friend and I flipped out. My friend just decides to leave me, even though it was his idea. I am then suddenly in the garage smashing a little tape with a hammer. At 9 years old, my mom's parenting fail was not interrogating her son more on why the tape machine on the phone was missing. A little bit of the tape. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. That from BP.
You may have found out that you called your mom.
Yeah, a couple more here. Let's see. American food. Guys, I'm 52. Stayed at my mom's house for a few weeks, and she pulls out a container of Ovaltine. Haven't seen it or heard of it in over 30 years. We used it for chocolate milk for years. Now it's a coffee sweetener for me. Cheers, guys.
That was the worst chocolate milk mix.
I never drank Ovaltine. I only know it because of Christmas Story.
My uncle used to have Ovaltine. Like, we grew up at Quick, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we visit my uncle, and it's just like, man, this chocolate milk sucks.
What else go? One more.
I will say, powdered Quick was the truth.
That was legit.
Did you ever get into the strawberry Quick?
For a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't bad either. I preferred the chocolate, but the strawberry was always like, all right, this is not bad.
I said, well, I mean, I weighed 360, but yeah, strawberry milk and honey buns. That was like a go-to snack.
I swear to God.
Those sound like two chicks that work at the club.
I am a
strawberry milk and honey buns.
Honey buns, yeah.
I'm a chocolate milk connoisseur. I've always loved chocolate milk. And my favorite one
as good at that as your potatoes.
Yes. My I don't know if there's really a bad chocolate milk.
Ovaltine.
Some are better than others, but that's probably
it doesn't mix well. Yeah. It's not awful. It's kind of like you said with the scalloped potatoes. It's not that it's awful, but it is the worst version of chocolate milk.
So on the East Coast, they had Hershey's chocolate milk.
Oh man,
I don't know if you guys saw that. It looked like the candy bar wrapper on the outside.
Well, that's what when I was a kid, that's what we used at home. Like if you wanted a chocolate milk, you squeezed Hershey syrup.
We got that in the milk.
Yep.
But we went through it so fast, my dad would get mad. So.
Moving out here, there is nothing better than Smith Brothers chocolate milk.
Smith Brothers, they know what they're doing.
That is some of the best milk and dairy products that I've ever had. All their stuff's good. The butter, everything's good.
Yeah. I feel like I end up getting Dairy Gold all the time.
Okay. All right. We ran out of time for emails. Coming up, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. But first,
time to open wide and sample Ted's meat and potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the men's room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef in the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. Good to see everybody out here. Nope. All right. So this is kind of interesting. There's an app called...
not configured. Please set it up. Shut up. Talking to the computer.
Yeah. There's an app called Tier Maker where you can rank things from best to worst.
Oh, TIER.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking tears. Like I don't want to go there.
Oh, Tier Maker. It's just puppies that are sick.
Oh, damn, man. Some have been burned a little bit, you know.
Right. God almighty. So basically, they released the current overall results on fast food joints. All right. Now, this is like a month old, but they had about 2,000 fast food rankings have been submitted, Here's some of the average scores. So do we want to start with the lowest level tier or the highest?
I say we go low first.
All right.
Because then as we go up, we can determine, do these really belong in that top tier?
So they say like Jollibee and Baja Fresh didn't get a grade because the majority of people said they've never had it.
Okay, fair enough.
I haven't seen a Baja Fresh in years, but they seem to be kind of like the first more upscale fast food Mexican place.
Correct.
They had a salsa bar and
they had menu items on there that what the hell's going on in here? They had menu items on there that you didn't see before. I'm with you. Like, and the other thing too is you got to keep in mind, like I always remind people, like on the West Coast and stuff, there's actually really good Mexican food because there's a lot of Mexicans.
That is correct.
Like where I grew up in D.C., there's a lot of Hispanics, but not
from Mexico.
Right. It's a lot of
Ecuador,
Guatemalans, like this and that. So like Mexican food, like I think it's gotten better, but like I don't know. When I was a kid, you went to Chi-Chi's and then we started going to Taco Bell.
I even worked there.
Yeah, that was like the extent of our.
It was very authentic Mexican food at Chi-Chi's. It was all brothers in the kitchen.
Yeah. So when Baja Fresh showed up, we loved it. So this is the bottom tier, F tier.
Oh,
the F tier.
Yeah, that's where I stay.
I can't wait to the D tier.
A&W, Sparrow, Quiznos, Del Taco, Long John Silver's.
Oh no!
And Wawa.
I like a lot of these.
I don't mind.
Long John Silver's is not bad.
Oh, are you kidding me?
It is not bad.
Even as a kid, I was like, "What the F is this?"
Oh man, I'm telling you, Long John Silver's. But you get a hat. You get a pirate hat.
I did like that about Long John Silver, but the food was awful.
I'll be dead honest with you, there wasn't a Long John Silver's like in our neighborhood. I don't know that I've ever been to one.
You ask your dad what was better, Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips or Long John Silver's?
Arthur Treacher's. He was Arthur Treacher's all the time. 100%.
Well, he went there because they didn't have an Arthur Treacher.
People don't know Wawa is also a gas station that sells sandwiches.
But man, I'm telling you,
Wawa is second tier from Sheetz.
So again, some of these are going to annoy you. The next tier up is the D tier. Waffle House.
What happened to the E tier?
Let's go from F to D.
It did.
It's a standard grade. There's
right. Okay. That's right. They took that away.
Okay,
they took that away.
Yeah. Waffle House, Shake Shack, Jack in the Box, and White Castle.
Wow.
I love Jack in the Box.
Right, and Shake Shack doesn't belong down there with White Castle. I mean, I enjoy a White Castle burger, but
I believe Shake Shack is definitely better than
It's a
White
different
Castle.
tier.
Yes. Yeah, it should. Hey, look, I told
Jack in the Box.
I told these guys in the office, this list is going to piss you off.
Don't you have one of your favorite hamburgers at Jack in the Box?
The Bacon Ultimate Double Cheeseburger.
Hey,
as far as fast food burgers go, I love that burger.
I need to try that then.
Oh, it's a beast, dude.
All right,
burn these guys at the stake. My God.
The C tier. Panera Bread.
Okay.
I like Panera Bread.
It's like soup and a
It's
sandwich.
fine, but someone else had to go there and bring me something back. It's not a place I actively go. You know what I mean?
Honestly, Panera Bread feels like you go to the pre-made meals at like a QFC or something like that.
Right. That's the time.
And they just heated it up in Panera.
Right, correct. They used to have a better place called Atlanta Bread Company, but I think they went out of business.
The last time
Kind of like Boston Market.
Last time I was in a Panera Bread, and actually I do like Panera Bread because you're right. Sometimes for lunch, it's nice to pop in there.
Yeah.
Sandwich, bag of chips, little apple. And somebody came up to our table and asked us about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I said, I'm not interested. And then he kept going and something else. And finally, I must have been hungover. So I just looked down and said, get the F away from my table. He was like, what?
All you got to do is
get the F away from
All you need to do is bring up any other religion and they will leave. Just lie.
So Panera Bread's on there. Arby's is on there.
I'm a Satanist.
Come on now.
And C, okay.
C.
Okay.
In and Out.
Okay.
You know what? In and Out, it's the fries. I'm telling you.
Right.
Also, the fact that half the country does not know what that is.
Denny's. Raising Cane's. Carl's Jr.'s. Jimmy John's.
Wait a minute, Carl's Jr. is on the same level as
They put Jersey Mike's on the C level.
No,
Jersey Mike's and okay.
They're slicing the meats in there.
They are.
Danny DeVito even told me.
Look, I like Jimmy John's and I like Jersey Mike's. They are not on the same
They're
tier.
very different things.
Yes.
All right, hang on. The anger's going to build.
Oh, God.
B tier. So this is second to the best. Subway.
Wow. Okay.
Not on my B tier.
They're not on my B tier.
I'm not crapping on. I'm just saying. To me, I'm with Mike. It's like Jersey Mike's, Jimmy John's,
then Subway.
The Subway
And I'll
is
go to
everywhere.
Subway
To be honest with
5
you,
days a week.
I would have put Quiznos at the very top of that if they were still around.
There's Quiznos.
It's not around here.
They were on. Yeah, there is.
All right. Well, they took them all out of the city. There's none downtown.
I mean, there's not one downtown. You're correct.
Just like
one in
just like
Fremont, Ted.
McDonald's.
I know. There's not one in Fremont or downtown.
They're gone.
Miles doesn't know them. Right. They put Subway, Chipotle.
Okay.
I'll go B tier with Chipotle.
Really? Chipotle's an A tier for me. KFC, Dairy Queen, Pizza Hut, IHOP, Burger King.
I can't believe IHOP's that high.
Panda Express, Papa John's, Little Caesars, and Sonic. These are all the B tier.
I don't know how Caesars needs to get knocked down a little notch there.
I don't know, man.
I don't think Little Caesars
Their Detroit-style pizza is pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoy Little Caesars. I do.
And I'm with you, Ted. Now that you say it, Chipotle is just a step above those ones there. Those are all very good B-tier restaurants, but I would put Chipotle like B+.
I think you need to switch Subway and Mike's. I really do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just
better quality meats.
And not as expensive.
All right, so let me give you the A tier, and then I want to hit you with my theory. All right, the A tier is Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Wendy's, Five Guys, Popeyes, Taco Bell, and Domino's. Now, Taco Bell and Domino's, I feel like get an A tier just because everybody knows them.
Right.
Same with
you
McDonald's.
Do. Yeah, I mean, you do. Look, I recognize you can say, man, as far as popularity goes, yes. But I don't know that I'm going to put McDonald's
on the same level as Five Guys. They're different types of food.
Right, that's all.
I love McDonald's.
Availability.
I love Five Guys,
sure.
but they're not comparable.
No.
You go to McDonald's and spend $8. You go to Five Guys, you're just going to spend $28.
Right.
So they're obviously on a different level for a reason.
And McDonald's wouldn't make any bones about that. What they serve you is consistency. You know what you're going to get when you get McDonald's.
No matter
every
where
time.
you go.
Does Five Guys still have all the...
Taco Bell, to me, they don't hide who they are either. They're like, come in here for fourth meal. They're like, get a bunch of stuff for $20.
Right. We know who's coming in.
Yeah. Like, Taco Bell isn't going to be like, hey, like, we're trying to be fancy now. They're like, no, we're Taco Bell.
Did you get drunk again? Come on in.
Ted, somebody here says they ordered the Bacon Ultimate at Jack in the Box in Bremerton. Says, dude put 5 patties on it.
Jesus.
Nice. How big is it?
It's a double cheeseburger.
And this guy put 5 patties on it.
Yeah, the Ultimate's got 2 patties. He got 3 extras on that.
Funny, somebody here says, as a health inspector, my rankings are a little different. Yeah, I bet they are.
I don't dislike really any of the restaurants that were named on there. I go to all of them.
But I feel like the order is messed up.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's all right. I don't know. I think some of this is just because they're so popular. Like Chick-fil-A, I get. Chick-fil-A wins almost every list all the time.
No doubt.
And this and that. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I get why that's on there. But, yeah, some of this stuff, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Shake Shack on the D tier?
Right.
Like, get real.
I love that place. Thank you, Head Chef. We appreciate it. Shot of the Day's coming up. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Whether you're doing a dance to your favorite artist in the office parking lot or being guided into Warrior One in the break room before your shift, whether you're running on your Peloton tread at your mom's house while she watches the baby, or counting your breaths on the subway.
Inhaling and long exhale out.
Peloton is for all of us, wherever we are, whenever we need it. Download the free Peloton app today. Peloton app available through free tier or paid subscription starting at $12.99 per month.
When it comes to fitness, what's real? How about a personalized plan and a coach that give you 360 support at every step? From fitness to nutrition to recovery. That's Anytime Fitness. That's Real AF. Visit AnytimeFitness.com.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, coming to this, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check out with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, Wendy's is working on a delivery system for app orders that involves sending the order underground to a kiosk at your parking spot. Not unlike when you go to the bank and they got that suction tube thing. Yeah. My guess, at least that's my guess as far as that explanation. That's what I got out of it.
That is odd.
Odd, but I dig it.
I mean, hey, if it works, whatever, man.
Right. I've done app orders before, and I try to play the nice guy where I know that my order is ready, but I'm going to wait in line.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot nicer if I could just pull up to somewhere and somebody can give me my stuff.
Agreed.
The chicken company Purdue is now making beer. Has anybody actually heard of the chicken company Purdue?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
Massive.
Very much. Yeah.
No
They're the major polluter in the state of Maryland.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, yeah. Chicken excrement and all that stuff just absolutely ravages
You'll hear us talk about Ocean City.
Yeah.
So between Baltimore and Ocean City, it's a pretty straight drive, but I mean, people complain about the Tacoma, Roma, and all that. It's got nothing on this, man.
Sure.
A chicken processing plant is an unbelievable stink, and it's unavoidable. There's nothing, like, when you get to this one part, what is it, Route 50, whatever it is, there's...
Yeah, I mean, I think now there's like a bypass or something.
Oh, really?
But you're right. Yeah, last time I was down there, but like, yeah, if you go to like the Delaware beaches or whatever, you still got to drive past all these chicken farms. It's like
unreal.
literally, it'll be 90 degrees humidity. You'll roll up your window.
And chickens reek.
They do. Chicken stink.
What they throw back, man, is just foul. No pun intended.
But that's all I grew up with was Purdue.
Yeah, we did.
No kidding.
If you, especially if you live in Maryland, probably most of the East Coast, Purdue is the chicken product.
Is that another one of those things where it's kind of like, it's basically on the river line where we have Foster Farms over here and you guys have Purdue over there?
Yeah, that would be exactly it. I mean, it's just one of those things. Purdue produces pretty much all the chicken that anyone eats anywhere along the East Coast.
Have you been able to find it over here at all?
I haven't thought to look for it, but now that you say it,
chicken.
I don't. Yeah, you just buy chicken,
It's
whatever.
chicken,
but,
right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good call. I don't know because there's Foster Farms out here, so I don't know if Purdue's even in the market.
Yeah. And with chicken, honestly, that's a... When it comes to fowl, the bacteria develops awful quickly, so you want as little distance between the plant and the
strong
shelf.
point. Right.
Non-alcoholic cocktails and zero-proof drinks are gaining popularity with Gen Z and millennials.
That means they're getting older.
Yeah.
This is starting to hurt.
15 years from now, they'll be like, naps really picking up. Right? I think we all kind of follow the same
Well,
cycle.
sometimes, too, if you're not drinking, but you're at a show or something, like, it's kind of nice to knock down an NA.
You bet.
Still, you know what I mean? Like, you still like
They're
the
not
taste
bad.
of beer.
They've gotten better over the years.
Corona's got one now in a bottle.
Coors has got a good one.
Nice. And honestly, you know what? What has helped me through that from time to time is the involvement of the seltzer world, the hard seltzers, and then LaCroix. Because now it feels like you're drinking a LaCroix, but you're not hurting yourself. I mean, full disclosure, all of us hurt ourselves last night. I am feeling it today. So yeah, I probably should have snuck a water in between.
I mean, look, I'm with you. Like, if for some reason, like, not during the week, but on the weekend, I'm just like, I don't feel like drinking today. Like, I'll still sit there and put down like 6 regular seltzer waters.
You bet.
Just kind of gives you the same sensation.
Yeah, you get to crack the can, break it down.
The cool can. Yeah, man. More than half of Americans say their pet is their soulmate, and they know them better than anyone else. Which, it's not dishonest, but it's...
Soulmate is a weird thing because generally speaking, when you get a pet, dog or cat in particular, like, they know you. They are super excited and happy to be around you and see you and all. But keep in mind, if someone else had gotten that same pet, that's how they'd feel about that person.
How did your dog address you the other night when you came home and you knew that she had eaten honey all over your couch?
That's the thing. First of all, everything on the first floor is tile. I'm not happy that you grab it, but anywhere other than the couch would have been a better decision.
But was it a wagging tail hello, or was it one of those meek things where she knew she was in trouble?
It was a little more meek because my wife had been home. My wife she'd run out, and then when she came home, the dog had done this. So my wife calls me, tells me about this. I said, I'm going to kill her. My wife said, don't worry about it. I've already killed her, right? Obviously in quotation marks. I've already killed her. So when I got home, I think she had been dealing with the vibe that my wife had been giving off all day.
Right, exactly.
And keep in mind, on that same day, as we were driving home from work, we're talking about this, and then a rock bounced off of our windshield.
Oh, God.
And cracked our windshield. So now I'm super pissed. So it's one of those things. She was kind of at the door to greet me, but just my mood was not real good.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And I think she just sensed that and kind of stayed out of the way.
Well, and the great thing about dogs, pets in general for that matter, is it's kind of like having a roommate that's always in a good mood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Basically, yeah. But you're happy that they're in a good mood.
Right.
Not okily-dokily, just like, hey, bud, what do you need, man?
Well, it's because their good mood doesn't really want anything other than food from you.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, they're just, we're happy to be here. Hey, we're alive today.
And that's it.
You know...
That's kind of what a dog is.
That's pretty much.
Son of a bitch.
So it's like...
You're back home from work again. My God, I don't know if you're coming home.
And it's one of those phrases when my dog is my soulmate. They know me better than anyone else. It's like, it's not dishonest. It sounds a little pathetic when you say it.
Yeah.
Well, again, I think your dog probably does know you better than anyone, like your habits and everything.
You bet.
But soulmate's a little bold of a call.
It is, because again, your soulmate would not... Your human soulmate would be less happy with someone other than you.
Your dog doesn't know anybody else.
That's why your dog loves you.
Right. You are your dog's world.
Right. If someone else had adopted the dog I have, I'm pretty sure that she would treat them the way she treats me.
You remember being a kid and how great your parents were when you were growing up? Okay, imagine you don't get to leave the house and they're the only person that you see.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to pick up on what they got going on. Safe to say that the people in this room, we like to mess with each other a little bit. Yeah. We like a prank from time to time. We like to give each other a hard time. We like to rib each other. But you know what? We do have a handful of ways that we can mess with people that are on the softer, well, not even on the softer side. They're just harmless ways. Let's get into it. Oh, Doc got it.
Let's not.
I had it perfect.
That was smooth,
I had it perfect.
You don't have it potted up?
Yeah, didn't have the pot up, Ted.
All right.
Yep. I'm going to just mute VD there.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
How come you keep turning me down?
10. Totally harmless, but hilarious ways to mess with people. This one works every time. Walk into your coworker's office, turn around, and blow ass in his general direction. But wait, it gets better. Buy a dairy-based, frothy coffee treat, and then drink it right before you go on the air for your very popular afternoon show.
Gee, think of that, man.
And then continually fart throughout the afternoon.
I don't know who he's talking about.
Hilarity ensues.
Hilarity ensues.
I do fart in his office all the time. Just open his door and walk out.
I feel like if you didn't, he'd miss it. At this point, he's mentioned it so many times, he'd miss it. So these are the 10 totally harmless but hilarious ways to mess with people. Number 10 being, they call it no offense. It says, after giving a compliment, say no offense and watch them struggle to find the non-existent insult.
Hey, man, you look good today. No offense.
That's pretty good. I got to try that.
Dude, this is the best ribs I've ever had, Ted, man. No offense.
No offense.
Those are the only ribs I've ever had.
That's good.
That is a good one.
That's a good one, dude. I like that one. They call this one widen the gap. This person says, if I know someone is walking a little ways behind me and I turn a corner with nobody else around, I like to run 10 to 20 steps to widen the gap and then laugh to myself thinking that the person behind me will be confused. I'll admit that I've done that one before. If I think I'm being followed, I'll turn the corner and then just sprint down the doggone aisle. I'm all the way up here now.
I will cross the street sometimes if it's like somebody's walking the same pace and it's a female. And now, for some reason, we've just walked like the same 3 blocks. I'll be like, I'm just going to cross the street. I don't want to think anybody thinks
I want you to know I am not following you.
Yes.
Now I'm just pacing you.
You ever follow somebody on your way home and then you start feeling like the creeper?
Well, especially if you walk faster and you don't want to just like come up on the back of somebody like
right.
Especially if they keep turning around. Because then you're like, okay, all right, they think.
The only thing I hear with people is, could you just slow down? And I'm like, I don't walk that fast.
Man, I kid you not. At the auction that I had in New Jersey, we had this long corridor that we had to walk down before we got into the ballroom. And I ended up in a situation where it was kind of like blocked traffic. I was walking behind this old-ass man, but there's a line of people walking in the opposite direction, so I couldn't quite go around. So I was just tailgating this old man as we're walking in there, like, I gotta get in there, man. I gotta get in there. I just want to get this job done. Can we go, please? Can you just pull to the side real fast? Let me around.
Just move.
Got it. Oh, man. They call this one plant random remotes. This guy says he loves pranking his extended family who lives across country. He says, when I visit, I bring a bag full of random remotes that I don't use anymore. Just random remotes that go to old DVRs or anything, really. Just hide them around their house. They only recently caught on. Just start hiding remotes.
What is this for? So I'm turning this thing on.
Right? Especially you get an older group there, like, the hell's this remote?
Or take all the batteries out of their remotes.
That's funny.
Just so nothing works.
Great. That's how you get your grandparents to call you. What the hell's going on with this thing? 10 totally harmless but hilarious ways to mess with people. This one says, frustrating mealtime conversations. This is great. When having a conversation during a meal, specifically, only ask questions of people that are chewing.
Well, hopefully they'll take their time and not respond. Because I know everyone in my family would answer with their mouth.
I know. That's part of the problem.
Chewing and talking and chewing.
You got to wait for a really messy food. Like, they got a really sloppy pizza that they kind of have to catch up to as they're eating it.
My mother-in-law would start her own conversation with a mouthful of food. So you didn't ask her anything. She just took a bite, and all of a sudden she just starts her own conversation.
That's why my mom's always choking.
And she's just talking when she eats.
Basically talking to a child. Stop. Chew your food. I will say, though, it is odd. Like, sometimes when it's just like you and a friend eating at a bar, let's say Miles takes a bite of something, and I'll ask him a question. I'll be like, as you take a bite of food, just chill.
Yeah, exactly.
This one says awkward lift ideas. It says don't turn around when you walk into elevator.
Yeah.
Elevator. Don't turn around when you walk into an elevator. And somebody else followed that up. Conversely, turn around too much. Just stand in the corner and rotate 90 degrees every 4 to 5 seconds or so. That is a power move. Walking into an elevator, just staring at everybody.
Staring everyone down, yeah.
What's up, man?
This is uncomfortable for you.
What'd you guys get for lunch?
Why is everyone staring at me?
I don't think asking people what they have for lunch in an elevator is odd, Mike.
I know you don't. It's a quote from Ted almost every day.
Yeah.
What you munching on over there?
If you have food in your hand, you're going to ask what is it?
Right, I do it to Mike Mike now. If I come down here before the show and he's eating, he'll just tell me what he's eating.
Yep.
He knows I'm going to ask.
Ted will also open your fridge.
Yeah.
Just to see what you got.
He literally,
and then comment on it.
He will beeline for your
like
kitchen.
This kind of mustard? Like, God damn it, man, it's my mustard. Don't worry.
You show Ted your house, he will beeline to your kitchen and open your fridge unprovoked. He's not looking for a beer. He just wants to see what you got on the shelf. That's like a novelist in a library. Like, oh shoot, look what you got up here.
I know. Oh, you got that good mozzarella.
Oh damn, man, squeeze bottle, nice.
Miracle Whip guy, huh? 10 totally harmless but hilarious ways to mess with people. Computer mouse trick. This is great. It says if you're ever short on an April Fool's idea, follow the footsteps of the Redditor who says, quote, put a tiny piece of masking tape over their coworker's mouse laser on April Fool's Day one year.
They used to do that with desk phones.
Oh, God.
There's like those 3 little lines in the phone receiver you pick up, like the one we have over here.
Yeah.
Just put a little piece of tape over it. No one can hear you. We used to do that to people who are coming in after our shift.
I thought you were putting the tape over the little tab there that kind of picks up the phone so it never actually picks up.
No, just the mouthpiece. So they'll be like, hello. No one can hear you.
Hello. What's going on? Circular handshakes. It says when you shake someone's hand, move yours from left to right as they do the traditional up and down. So the hilarious circle ensues. This is stupid. Okay. This one says no pun intended. It says say no pun intended after a sentence where there was clearly no pun. This meatloaf is amazing, Sharon. No pun intended.
Jesus.
I love these, man.
Yeah, I was like, that's so petty and dumb, but I like it again.
I want a camera just so I can see people's faces as I turn around like, the hell does that mean? But the number one, totally harmless but hilarious way to mess with people. They say to play pretend obstacles. Carefully step over a non-existent obstacle. And people say you do this at a crosswalk when the car stopped too close. It says my friend used to do it to cars with at red lights. He would carefully steer out of the way of literally nothing, and the rest of the cars behind him would do the same. For a minute there online, there were great videos where there would be 2 guys on like a neighborhood road. It's an empty road, right? And these 2 guys, they would stand in the middle of the road till a car was coming, and then they would pull an invisible rope in between them,
right,
and then tie it off so that it crossed the road, and then they would just run off. So many people stopped and like kind of gave a little wave, like, what in the hell is over there?
We still have honking and waving the other way. Right, so if you're on the right side of the street, you honk the horn, but you wave to the left.
Awesome. Miles, more than 16,000 people in Texas lost power, and you will never believe who that culprit was.
I think I know, but you'll tell us at 5:50?
Damn.
Okay.
That's perfect, Miles. Yeah.
In the meantime, let's get a contestant online for Profile This at 206-803-ROCK.
Start summer with a $500 Visa gift card. NC Machinery is offering big rewards on small excavators. Grab a Cat Mini excavator and demolish jobs. Dig deep or move material with the smallest line of Cat products. Do more with less. That's right, small is big right now. Big rewards and big savings for your pocket. For a limited time, NC Machinery is offering a $500 Visa gift card, as well as financing of 0% for 36 months for qualified buyers. Now is the time to reward yourself. Terms and conditions apply while supplies last.
Hey y'all, it's Garth, the Big 615. You're going to hear the newest that country music has to offer. At the same time, you're going to hear the newest that the country classics have to offer. I want to hear the new single from George Strait, and I want to hear it right beside the new single from Luke Combs. That's the thing we call the Big 615.
Download the free TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. Or ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, it's Mike Hawk. Join me every Thursday at 1 p.m. exclusively on the Odyssey app as we go live with Odyssey. Join in on the action as we cover interesting facts, top 10 lists, and some fun new games. Follow the Men's Room page on the Odyssey app and join in all the fun Thursday afternoons at 1.
Guard of a minute to drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the Men's Room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and see if throw to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed, and today we toast an unnamed 30-year-old man from the Czech Republic. Now, sadly, he died earlier this week. He lived with his parents, and they called for help after the son failed to open his locked door, despite them knocking for a long time. Well, firefighters found him dead on the floor. He was wearing a woman's one-piece swimsuit. Oh. It had burns around his penis. Seemed to have been using an electric massager on his junk, but there was an electrical malfunction, and he was electrocuted.
Okay.
Through his junk. Sadly, 2 days after he died, they performed an autopsy. He also had a ping pong ball in his ass.
He had a ping pong ball up there?
Yes. They didn't know for 2 days and did the autopsy. They're like, look, there was a short in the massager, so he electrocuted himself. But also there's a ping pong ball in his ass. So we feel bad that this man died, but anyway, just want to give him a toast. Wish him well.
Godspeed.
I mean, if you're the parents, like, please stop telling us. You know what I mean? It's like, it's bad enough what happened. He's wearing a women's swimsuit and electrocuted himself through his penis. And then you call me 2 days later and tell me he was on a ping pong ball in his butt. Jesus Christ, man. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party and our tummies down the hola bicholas.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Steven Throtho, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
I sure can, Miles.
I've never seen you get choked up at a shot like that.
Goddamn, I'm sorry. I'm just like you found out 2 days later. Hey, you thought it was weird. It gets worse. It's a simple game, Miles, where we share with you a real-life news story. It's something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Brian. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola.
Hola. All right, Brian, you understand how this here game is played?
I do.
Fantastic. You have your choice of one of four stories. We have the wonderful world of drugs. We have Bite Me, in other words, what did someone find in their food? Interior decorating, where you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone, like a ping pong ball. And finally, Hit Me with Your Best Shot, where you guess the unconventional weapon that someone chose to use as a weapon.
Let's go with Bite Me.
Just eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it.
All right, this is your story. We go to East Texas, where a woman says she wants Walmart to investigate the safety practices after she bit into something in a carton of Great Value ice cream. Great Value is a Walmart brand. Well, Stephanie Granger, she curled up on her sofa to watch a movie with a small carton of Peanut Butter Stars ice cream in hand, and after a few bites, something sharp cut the inside of her lip. Well, she called Walmart the following Monday to tell them what she had found, and the response was not what she was hoping for. Quote, I don't think, I'm sorry, I hope your day gets better, is the appropriate response. to the fact that I found something in my ice cream. Now, she says she believes it was no one's fault, but wants Walmart to make sure it doesn't happen again. So she's trying to be cool about it. But the question is, what sharp thing did she bite into that cut her inner lip? Was it a needle? Was it a razor blade? Was it glass, or was it a nail? So needle, razor blade, glass, or a nail?
Well, I'm going to go with glass. What do you think, Ted?
You say needle, razor blade, glass,
or nail? You going glass?
We can't go 0 for 4, Ted.
And it cut her, right?
Yeah, it did actually cut her inside of her lip, yeah.
Man, I don't know. I'll say razor blade.
Razor blade.
Yeah, razor blade.
I'm going to go nail just to give it a different spin. All right, we're going to find out what she ate there in her ice cream. Was it a needle, a razor blade, glass, or a nail next?
That was a tease. Whether you're doing a dance to your favorite artist in the office parking lot, or being guided into Warrior 1 in the break room before your shift. Whether you're running on your Peloton tread at your mom's house while she watches the baby. Or counting your breaths on the subway.
Inhaling and long exhale out.
Peloton is for all of us, wherever we are, whenever we need it. Download the free Peloton app today. Peloton app available through free tier or paid subscription starting at $12.99 per month.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Categories might be on profile. This woman wants answers. After eating some ice cream and something sharp cut her lip. Question was, did she bite into a needle, a razor blade, glass, or a nail?
And that is, in fact, what we asked you, Brian. Let us start with Miles Montgomery. You went with the nail.
I went nail.
It was not a nail.
Okay, that's good.
And Brian, you don't want to go 0 for 4, but I have terrible news. It was not glass. It was not glass. Not glass. Ted, you went with a razor.
Razor.
And you are correct.
Wow. Man, that was the last one I thought.
A razor in your ice cream. I just don't understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, somebody clearly was shaving at work.
Something.
No hairs in her ice cream, just the razor.
Just the razor.
Now, for all TV news all the time, it is time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
You guys remember the Joe Schmo show?
Yep.
A little bit, yeah.
All right. So, I like this. They're saying it's one of the lowest points of TV in reality TV history. 20 years ago on Spike TV. It's basically Big Brother type reality show with a twist. Everyone is an actor pretending to be a contestant except for one guy.
How was that the low point?
Well, because they're basically, he's the butt of the joke.
But he doesn't know it.
Correct.
Oh, so, yeah, all right.
So you think you're in a reality competition. Everyone knows that it's fake, except, so Miles, you're there thinking you're really competing.
I'm competing against everybody else who signed up for the show, but everyone else is really just there to mess with me.
Yeah.
Correct. And they're doing outrageous stuff, but it's a reality show. So now you're, like, right, if all three of us know, Miles doesn't know, like, you're going to have to amp it up.
Dude, we got a skinny dip in a piranha-filled pool.
Right, if the three of us are just going nuts, you're right. So that's kind of the...
What is the goal of the show?
Just to make fun of that guy.
Yeah, all right, so like he's not going to win anything. No. Okay, all
right. To be honest, if I remember correct, I think in the original one, they did give him like a giant check for worth something.
Okay. So which would be good. You know, you find it, you've been the butt of a joke on national TV for however long it goes, but like, you know, there's $50,000. You go like, you know what, okay.
I also wonder sometimes, and I should look this up, like, how do people know about reality shows?
What do you mean?
Like, I get American Idol. Like, you know auditions are coming to your town. They'll announce, like, is there, like, a website you can go to that's just, like, what reality, like, they're just looking for people?
There probably is now, but, you know, at the time 20 years ago, probably not, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there must be some way to find these people. Let's see. It's funny. Season 1 of this show featured a before she was famous Kristen.
Deep breath, Dad.
Wow.
Take two.
Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig.
Yeah.
Oh, from SNL.
Yeah, exactly. What does it say? Season 2 of it was a fake dating show. TBS is bringing it back. They say the mark this time is a guy named Ben who thinks he's on a show called The GOAT. It's hosted by Kat Deely from So You Think You Can Dance. I mean, look, if a show's called The GOAT, like,
right.
I don't know. I guess if it's a reality show about sitting around BSing about GOAT, who's the greatest of all time when it comes to sports.
Well, they can't say you're on the Joe Schmo show.
Right. Yeah, right. You can't say that.
All right. Then you already kind of have an idea.
I have said this before in the airwaves. The first time I heard GOAT was LL Cool J. He literally named an album GOAT. And I thought, all right, good acronym.
Sure. Yeah.
Kind of crazy. Now people use it all the time, but I'm like, did LL start that? Was it already a term? I just didn't know it.
It's probably a term that LL knew.
Well, he might have known it, but he mainstreamed it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the difference. Yeah, he was the messenger of the GOAT.
Yeah, I guess.
Like when I say I need love.
Yeah.
I need chapstick. I need love.
Well, most people don't know, too, when he was talking about going back to Cali, he was talking about Cali, Colombia.
Yeah, see people to get that yellow coat.
Huh.
Yeah, I know.
Do you remember that woman who called us years ago? And I think it was actually Big Dummy Day. And it was LL Cool J, and we convinced her, because she didn't know the LL stands for, which is Ladies Love, and we told her it was lip liquor. She's like, really? We're like, yeah, anytime you see me, he licks his lips a lot. He
does.
I did not know that. We're like, share it with your friends.
He does. And then remember, LL Cool J had a couple different TV shows. Like, there was one show where, like, I think it was like he lived in a house, and I can't remember if, like, he rented a room from the family or the family lived with him.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I know it's on, what is it, NCIS.
He's had a
somewhere.
Yeah, he's had a few shows, but I saw special ones too. There's a reason he wears a hat all the time. Because like almost like that was a comedy show, and one morning or one night she walks into the kitchen. He's in there getting a drink, and she's like, "You sleep in a hat?" And he's like, "I always wear a hat."
Okay,
very very subtle. Let's see. The average American has about 13 shows and 16 movies in their watch list. So this is a list of some of the shows people have in their watch list that they haven't watched. Miles, what do you have? Is there something you've been waiting to watch that you haven't watched?
I do not have a watch list, no. But you know what? I honestly want to go back and from the very beginning and watch The Wire. So I know that's a commitment.
All right.
But
it's a commitment for sure. But it's a great show.
But it's just one show. Like I have no other shows. That's the one I want to do first.
That's fair.
You got anything in your watch list? I don't have a set watch list. I'm just saying there's shows I click over all the time. I go, so I want to start it, just not right now.
The show that I wanted to see, I just started.
It's called All American, Ted. You heard of it?
I think I watched it Sunday night or Monday night. I don't remember, but it was called Silo. It's getting a lot of positive press and all this. I didn't realize they were 3 weeks deep. And by the time I started watching it, it was maybe 11 at night. Basically, I stayed up until almost 3 in the morning to get through the 3 episodes, and it's been outstanding. So it was kind of on my list. And then my wife and I started Yellow Jackets, which people told us to check out. Only 2 episodes deep, so I don't know a lot. But we watched 2 episodes, and then it's been 2 weeks.
Like Barry is still in there for me.
Oh, yeah.
Halfway through one season of that.
About to say, have you started? It's a good show. It's fun.
I'm the same way. I watched like 3 or 4 episodes and then just kind of fell off and never went back to it.
Agreed. And I like Bill Hader. It's a fine show. It's a very put downable show.
All right. Yeah, that just happens, right? Like, I mean, Breaking Bad for years, I was like, I want to watch it, but then I think it must have been the pandemic when I finally sat down and was like, oh, I'm actually going to watch it.
Oh, right.
Great show.
For me, that shows like The Mandalorian or the Marvel shows that come out, everything on Disney, all the shows that come out on Disney Plus. I liked The Mandalorian when I watched it. That was just another one like Barry.
Okay.
Where it was a good show. I enjoyed watching it. My motivation to watch it leaves almost immediately after I'm done watching it.
I would say their most recent season, I believe, was their best season.
Season 3.
Yeah, season 3. It's just my opinion. You know,
it's kind of ironic that you brought up The Wire, because I saw another list the other day that was like what streaming show is most popular in every state. So The Wire is set in Baltimore, Maryland, but the most popular show in Maryland was Top Boy, which I like, which is like an English gangster, not comedy. Jesus, it is not a comedy.
I think if you live in Maryland,
comedy.
The Wire is very good, but if you live in Maryland, like you kind of know.
All right, so here's the top 15 list. Number 15 on the list, Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I've heard conflicting things in the last season of this current season. Some people don't seem as happy with Ted.
I've heard that much. What I've seen, my wife loves the show. I really enjoyed the episodes I saw.
All right.
I don't have to see them all, but I really, really, truly enjoyed everything I did see.
I like Ted Lasso. I don't have an iPhone, And then my TV's not smart enough to get Apple TV because it's a little bit old.
Time for an upgrade.
The almost smart TV.
And then my Mac, I do have a MacBook, but it's so old it doesn't support it.
Time for an upgrade.
So it's like, right. But I was telling somebody last night at a bar, and the guy was like, why don't you just watch it on your phone? I'm like, I have an Android. Like, that's kind of Apple's thing. If they have it, you got to watch it on their device.
Yeah.
Succession is on the list. Anybody in here watch Succession?
No.
I've heard very good things about it. Have not watched it.
Is that a royal show?
No,
I thought it was like a rich
people.
family.
Yeah, rich family. That's what I know of.
So I love I pan by it as I'm scanning. Like I've heard of this show before.
Yeah, you're not terribly wrong. They're all white.
Tell you one that's on mine. The Stranger on Netflix.
Oh, all right.
I read the book that it's based off of. Great book. Loved it.
What is it about?
So it's
no spoilers, but what is it? Something I would like is what I'm asking.
It's a book by Harlan Coben. Great read. I devoured that book. But it's basically the stranger is a guy that tells you truths from somebody that would not want you to know that truth. So he sits down with this guy at a bar, or rather, this guy sits down. The stranger comes out of nowhere, and he tells him like, "Hey, remember that pregnancy that your wife talked about that she lost? Yeah, she wasn't actually pregnant. You ought to look at this website over here." So it's
Jesus,
yeah, and it's a weird premise. Like, I'm not going to do it any kind of justice.
Just call it Party Pooper
for real. And that's what it is. Is that this society does not like lying, does not like liars, and it's just looking to upend it all.
Okay.
And so
I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that next year on Mother's Day. It's going to walk up to a table and go, "That's not your mother. You're adopted."
Did your wife tell you she's pregnant yet?
All right, another one on the list: Sherlock. It's about Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
I remember young Sherlock.
That's Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman. Is that correct?
Yeah. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah, that's my generation. My friends loved that show.
Speaking of, Friends makes the list too.
Makes sense.
People are waiting to watch it. Better Call Saul comes in there. All
right.
I just finished season 5. I think there's a new season 6 coming out soon, or is out, or currently running.
Is that the finale? Is that the last one?
Season 6 will be the last season.
All right.
Because at the end of season 5, some of the old characters from Breaking Bad show up, so it's kind of wrapping up as
getting into it.
Yeah. The Mandalorian makes the list.
All right. I could rewatch that.
Really? People love that show. So these are shows, average Americans have a bunch of shows in their watch list. These are some of the most popular ones. Euphoria makes the list.
My wife loves that show.
That's the teenagers doing drugs?
Yeah, basically.
I mean,
I've seen a few episodes, and I will say the acting is very good, but I'm just like, look, man, I was a teenager once. I did a lot of drugs, and so it's kind of like living in Baltimore and watching The Wire. Some things just hit close to home. So I'm like, it's very well done, but I'm like, I don't need to see this.
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Miss Maisel. Mm-hmm.
I've heard, I have no idea even what it's about, but I've heard good things about it.
The Crown.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it, but I know that one gets a lot of love.
All right, here's one. I know Mike has seen it. Miles Thurl, have you watched Squid Game yet?
No.
Oh, damn it. I haven't. I need to put that on my list.
Damn it,
I need
guys.
to just do that.
Squid Game is pretty easy to bust through, too.
Okay.
Like, if you watch 1 or 2 episodes, that's one of them, you're like, I got it. I got to see how this ends.
Now, I remember asking you this. I don't remember your answer. Better with subtitles or better with the dubbing?
Because there was a lot of complaints about the fact that the subtitles weren't really keeping up with the actual dialogue.
I'm lazy. I watch stuff dubbed.
I watched it dubbed, yeah. And the dubbed was fine. And there are purists out there that like to hear the original actors speaking the language, and they like to read it. If I'm reading, I can't see what's going on. And there's some stuff that goes on in that show.
That's what I understand about the show. You want to see what's going on.
And I've said this before. Like, when I watch Narcos, because they go back and forth between Spanish and English, sure. Mm-hmm. I don't mind reading subtitles there. But if the whole show is not in English, I just watch it dubbed over.
But I feel like on a show like Narcos, where they know they're doing that, they probably make it a point not to have too much activity happening on the screen.
We're having a conversation.
Right. It's a conversation, not action.
Oh, it's both.
Oh, really?
What was the Italian one that you were watching?
And don't, I always say this all the time, like, don't try to eat while you're watching stuff with subtitles.
Oh, God.
Because if you look down to, like, take a bite of food,
you missed
something. Breaking Bad makes the list. Miles, if you're going to watch The Wire, honestly, watch Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Miles, have you not seen Breaking Bad?
I have not.
Miles.
The Walking Dead makes the list.
That show was good for me throughout like 3 seasons. Then afterwards, I dropped off when because they had The Walking Dead and then Fear the Walking Dead. They split the group, you see, and so that it was 2 different shows about it. And when they did that, that's when I just kind of
gave up.
All right. Big one on here, Thrill. I know you just got through this a couple years ago. Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
Great show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everyone told me about it. And like anything, when people blow something up that big, I'm like, I'm going to be disappointed. And the first episode, and I always say the same thing. I'm like, I mean, it's all right. Then at the end of the episode, like I said, when a dude who's having sex with his sister realizes that a child's watching him, and his response is to push the child out of a window and watch him hit the ground, I'm like, I know how this sounds, people. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm in.
So let me ask you this then. Have you seen House of Dragon?
Not yet, but plan to. Not yet, but plan to.
Number one on the list people have sitting in their watch list, Stranger Things.
All right.
I watched the first 2 seasons and I loved it.
I've watched an episode.
It's not bad. I mean, there's a reason.
It's fun and easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I liked it, and I think I even said, like, I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll actually watch it. Just haven't done it.
It's
You know
like
what I mean?
watching an 80s movie. You know what I mean? It really is.
I'm like an old man, right? If it's not sports, there's certain shows I like, and I just watch them all the time. Like Deadliest Catch, the new season, I'm already caught up on.
Okay.
Did they ever get those crabs they were looking for? Did they ever figure that out?
So,
well, no, I'm saying a different kind of crab.
Right, so up in our waters, they're looking for these golden king crabs.
Okay.
And then there's another show where Sig and his family, and
they're like in Norway or something.
Correct.
Oh,
they're
that's
over
right,
in
yeah.
Norway, but it's kind of interesting. Oh, I'm gonna beat myself because I'm Jake Anderson. He took Jake over there with him. Jake's my favorite guy.
Okay.
But there's these other crab. I forget what they are in Norway. And Miles, you were talking about this off the air.
It's not normally on the menu.
Right, it's kind of, they think of it as just like a trash crab.
The same as a snow crab back in the day before that got popular, and now everyone eats them.
Right, so that's what Sig explains. He's like, in Norway, he can't catch a bunch of king crab, which I will say, during last year I did have Norwegian king crab. Delicious.
Really? Okay.
But this other crab, he was just like, look, it's like snow crab. So he catches a bunch, sends it to a restaurant, and they're like,
all right, we'll try.
Yeah, if you can catch a bunch of it, we'll start serving it. So it's kind of interesting that he's almost opening up his own fishery in Norway. But that's what I'm saying. Deadliest Catch, anything on National Geographic, whether people are living in Alaska or they're catching smugglers in the airport. I've been watching so many smuggling shows. I don't know if I'm becoming an expert smuggler or I'm just deathly afraid to go travel now. There's cameras everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And some of the stuff they do, I'm just like, all right, I don't know. I feel like I should know how to act now when I go through customs. But every time I go through customs, I get nervous.
If you don't have anything to say, natural.
I know. But that guy looked at me in Germany, he goes, you're here for the game? I said, I was here for the game. And he goes, who's your favorite player? And I went, DK Metcalf. I was like, Jesus.
Are you nervous?
He's just asking you on a personal level.
I know.
Just so he can say, like, I'm a Tom Brady fan.
He just wanted to have a conversation with you now. Like, Jesus.
I'm all paranoid.
Like Mike White.
Right, I had nothing in me, and I'm like, like somebody at the drive-thru. I've never seen this menu. Only been to McDonald's 1,000 times.
You think
in
he
my
like
life.
Mike White, the third string quarterback for the Jets?
Why not? Hey, you know what? People can like people, Miles.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I like that, Mike.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
Start summer with a $500 Visa gift card. NC Machinery is offering big rewards on small excavators. Grab a Cat Mini excavator and demolish jobs. Dig deep or move material with the smallest line of Cat products. Do more with less. That's right, small is big right now. Big rewards and big savings for your pocket. For a limited time, NC Machinery is offering a $500 Visa gift card, as well as financing of 0% for 36 months for qualified buyers. Now is the time to reward yourself. Terms and conditions apply while supplies last.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Facebook users who snoop and stalk people now suddenly deleting their accounts. Meanwhile, when it's raining poop from the sky, the crappiness on your car does mount. 16,000 without power in Texas, all because of a 2-foot snake. Florida man has endangered tortoise in his freezer that he did take. And 2 men will never see the happiest place on earth again. It's time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cop.
All right. Our top story, we go to Texas, where a mystery has been solved. At about 1 in the afternoon, the area suffered a massive power outage that left about 16,000 people without power to their homes. The power company checked their facilities to find the cause of the outage and found that that one of the substations had been compromised as a snake had slithered its way into the facility and managed to make contact with an electrified circuit. After the problem was discovered, customers had power back within the hour. I feel like this is not the first time that I have heard about a snake, a bird, something making its way into a power station.
Well, with the snake, it's thinking, I want warmth.
Sure.
This seems warm. Then it got really warm and blacked out power.
It got really
Did it kill
warm.
the snake?
That's all you want to know, Ted. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
No. That's fair.
It made the snake stronger.
That's right. It mutated the snake. It's now Electro Snake.
Electro snake. Damn right.
He's an electric eel on land.
Those snakes have venom. I have zap.
I am Zap. Would you feel threatened if someone said that?
I have Zap.
People can punch you and knock you out. I have Zap.
If somebody said that, I'd expect to have found them on 3rd Avenue.
Yeah, if you said to me, I have Zap, I would say, I'm not interested.
What kind of drug is that? Right.
Not a fun one.
No, there's no way. It's made of chemicals.
You're going to feel really good for about 5 seconds, and then you're really, really not going to feel good.
Yeah, at that point, it's not a drug. It is a chemical combination that they put together.
That's correct.
Right.
This keeps the itches away.
I do Zap after a smoked bath.
Oh, God.
Keeps me from chewing imaginary sandwiches.
You Zap. In other news, strange story out of Minnesota. A woman went to the media to talk about a strange occurrence while she was waiting in line for her coffee. This is weird. She told reporters that she was glad that she had her car window shut in the drive-thru as a rain of an unknown, smelly brown substance believed to be feces came falling out of nowhere, coating her car.
What if that was like an airplane dumping in its laboratory?
That's the whole thing. She got out and talked with other cars in the line that were affected, looked for a flock of birds or a passing plane to lay the blame of the putrid assault on, but nothing explainable was found. They still do not know what it was, because I thought the same thing, Miles. The picture that I saw, it didn't look like birds. We've all seen what
it did not look like bird.
What bird scat looks like, right? There's white in it, there's some chunks in it, there's some solid, there's some liquid. That didn't look like it. That looked like a sewer line that had erupted into a rain of fecal nasty.
It came from the sky, man.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe a plane passed over a while ago and it just took a minute for it all to land, but nasty. Let's take a trip to Disney World, where a couple people didn't get the memo about being happy inside of the park. The incident started when a member of one family tried to pose for a photo in front of the park's 100th anniversary sign. Makes sense. They asked someone from a second, larger family to move out of the shot while they were trying to take this picture. This prompted the response from a member of the second family to punch a member of the first family in the face.
Oh, come on, man.
From there, a brawl erupted between the two families, ending with 2 people being banned from the park. And it's like, okay.
I mean, even though it's Disney, you're still talking about families on vacation,
right,
in the sun. Like,
right.
People are getting. I'm not. In no ways am I saying I'm okay with this.
But you understand.
I am not shocked some family got into it with another family.
Right. But the thing is that it's in front of the 100th anniversary sign, which I would expect that's somewhere in the beginning of the park. You're not going thick into Disney World to find this 100th anniversary sign. And I can't imagine that somebody would ask somebody to get out of the shot in such a brazen way that it merits that response. In my little personal, Judge Mike Hawk view, the second family's at fault here.
I agree. I mean, it depends how they phrase it. Get the F out of the way.
Right.
That might lead to something. But
exactly.
if you just ask them to get out of the way.
And I've never known anybody that would look to a total stranger out of nowhere. Get the F out of my shot! Like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, if you do it like that, you're going to get punched in the face. I can't see it lining up like that.
Mike, going back to your first story, a couple of things. First, I said, tell Miles airplanes don't dump the lavatory. There's no mechanism for pilots to do that. Correct. And then they followed the poop, hearkening back to our poll today for Big Dummy. The poop came from somebody who chose flight as their superpower.
Yeah, could be.
Not bad.
And I didn't think it to be like an airplane dump. I think, if anything, the airplane has a leak.
Leak or something.
Right. Because they're not just going to drop the lavatory anywhere. I know that that's a fact.
Yeah, we know they don't do that. But, I mean, it's still...
That would be funny,
though. They kind of rain down, because I saw the pictures, and it looks like big raindrops.
Right.
It's not like big solid pieces falling out.
Right.
So.
This is gray water that's coming down, or black water. I don't remember which one it is.
I don't know. Either way, it ain't water you want.
No.
But no one remembers seeing a plane in the sky.
Right. There's no explanation.
They don't remember birds. They do not remember planes. So there was nothing above you, but poop still fell from the sky and landed under.
And I want to say they contacted the FAA, and they were like, we don't have a flight plan that went over there.
Yeah. Maybe it's someone who picked both invisibility and flight.
Exactly. Sucker.
Could be.
Anyway, that is it for your headlines. And with that, Mike Hawkins out.
Thanks, sir. We appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow for the next time for Ted versus the FCC. And, of course, it will be a Bad Choice Friday.
Yes, indeed. It's all true. But in the meantime, well, we'll be all about this bitch for 180 seconds or so. So until then, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
Start summer with a $500 Visa gift card. NC Machinery is offering big rewards on small excavators. Grab a Cat Mini excavator and demolish jobs. Dig deep or move material with the smallest line of Cat products. Do more with less. That's right, small is big right now. Big rewards and big savings for your pocket. For a limited time, NC Machinery is offering a $500 Visa gift card, as well as financing of 0% for 36 months for qualified buyers. Now is the time to reward yourself. Terms and conditions apply while supplies last.